that says take your burden down to my soil. Now we'll make yellow flowers for you.
Hello and welcome to Designer Inspiration. I'm Jenny Cleary. I'm not normally sat down, am I? Is this what Lucy does, sit down? You're watching JewelleryMaker. It's Designer Inspiration with myself and the wonderful Alison. Hello, my lovely.
Hello, darling, how are you? We've worked together at last.
Yay! We've been upstairs having a little chat about gallops, haven't we?
We have.
But the most important thing we've been chatting about is wire. Have a look at what Alison has done. She's an actual genius. Maybe it's a first Mother's Day. Maybe it's a gift for somebody who's just had a baby.
Yeah.
Little booties. Tom's sister-in-law has just had a baby boy. What was he called, Tom? Quinn Adam Jordan.
Oh, Quinn.
Then her sister had a baby as well. 2 hours later.
Oh my God.
How lovely. Can you imagine being the grandmother? Oh, how amazing. You're going to have the most amazing time with kids' parties growing up. Now, Alison is an absolute genius. Alison has put together these booties. Talk to me, Alison, about...
Sorry.
About it's
Fiddling with this seat.
About what we can expect from you today.
We've kind of got two kits where we've got a blue kit and a pink kit, but I've kind of mixed them up. So although we'll do two, we've got stuff for babies and we've got stuff for mums. So we've got a little bit of jewellery and we got the little baby gifts.
I love this. This is
So
just such a perfect show. If you are obsessed with Alison, like so many of us are, stay tuned. Do not go anywhere. Alison's going to be talking to us about exactly how to create all of these wonderful pieces. Before that, I'm going to give you lots of deals and lots of goodies so that you can stash up on your stock. Now, keep it interactive with us today. We're talking about, Tom was just saying, you know, it's very mother and baby, I think, today.
Yeah.
So perhaps you've got any funny stories to do with babies. Maybe you've got any crazy stories, just like Tom just gave us two sisters giving birth within 2 hours of one another. Maybe you've got something you want to share with us today. We've already had marriage proposals this morning.
That's amazing, isn't it?
I can't believe that. And we're going to be supplying the wedding jewellery apparently now. How fabulous is that?
Oh,
so everybody's very, very excited here at JewelleryMaker today. So from marriage to childbirth, get texting us 60777. Start your message with the word JM Studio. You can do it online as well. You can come through and watch the live show on all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Click watch us live, and then underneath that it will all come big on your screen, and then underneath that you can text message the show in. Now we're going to give to you some wirework tools. We're going to give you wire today. We're going to give you absolutely stackings of stuff. So we're going to start. I feel a bit weird on this chair. I'm not a chair person. It's to make me calmer, I think. Now have a look. I'm going to give you the gizmo. You are going to need the gizmo to create Alison's designs. Have a look at the gizmo. Now, if you're just thinking to yourself, well, what's that do? Is Gizmo a small furry animal from the Gremlins? Yes, but also something else. Gizmo will allow you to do the coils, and Alison's going to show us exactly how to do this in a second. To do the coils just like the coils that you see on the booty around the edge, and then she gets a little bit frilly and twirly and sophisticated with the designs Gizmo on the girly booty. around the edge here. Now the gizmo is very, very simple to use. You literally select your size of rod. Now the size of rod, of course, will determine the size of your gizmo coil. And then you hook your wire around this part here, and you use the handle, and you spin, 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 and the wire will collect along here in a perfect coil. You just pull it off, and you've got the perfect coil. It's very, very simple. It does come with full instructions. Now I'm going to give to you the wire wrapping jig. Now you don't just get the jig, you also get your 2 practice wires as well. I'm going to open this up for you so you can see exactly what it is that you get. The jig has little pegs, a little bit, I always think, like battleships. You sunk my battleship. Have a look. Because you got to play battleships with a New York accent. Now, have a look. You've got the pegs here. And you literally will arrange them in a manner that allows you, you'll see the larger ones. You'll see the larger ones at the back here, and you just pull them and pop them there to make big circles. Now, have a little look. I've also got diagrams for you to show you how to arrange the pegs. Can you see here, if you arrange the pegs like so, and then go around, follow the numbers around, you will end up with a finding like this. And there are lots of different designs for you to follow. You also have blanks. You've also got blanks for you to create your own. Now, I'm going to also give you the mandrel. Now this is the plastic mandrel. So you get your practice wire in there as well. Now your practice mandrel will give you rounds. It will also, now the reason you would need this one as well as your stainless steel mandrel is because this will give you different shapes and sizes. So you've got the rounds, you've got the ovals, you've got the squares. You can create square jump rings, oval jump rings, triangular jump rings, triangular coils, anything like that with this gizmo. So it's fabulous having your stash. If you are looking to further your skills in wirework, then look no further, because you have got all the elements to create fabulous pieces. The jig will allow you that consistency in your design, so you can repeat designs. It's very difficult sometimes, isn't it, if someone says, oh, do you know what, I'd love those earrings, so you do exactly the same for my sister or my best friend, and you think, crikey, I can't remember how I did those. Well, the jig is there to take that away, because you just think, yep, I remember the pattern. It's kind of like following a knitting pattern, but easier, because all you've got to do is wrap. You haven't got to knit for hours on end. So you've got your pattern in place, which means you can make the same thing over and over again. It also means it's going to keep it really, really neat and tidy. Now, if you're anything like me, and you're really rubbish at being neat and tidy, you need this. Similarly, if you demand neat and tidiness, a little bit like director Tom, then this is going to be great for you, because it's going to always guarantee that you've got perfection in your wirework. JVG C64 is your item code, so you get your jig, you have got your plastic mandrel, and you have got your gizmo, not the furry animal from the Gremlins. All of this for one price tag. Is going to further your design. It's going to make it at you've got to get 2 of these. $6.95.
I think I paid $5.95 years ago for my mandrel.
$5.95 for the mandrel alone, did you pay?
Ages ago, a couple of years ago.
The value we're seeing here is phenomenal. At $6.95, you get the gizmo. You get, where else are you going to get all of this for a tiny price tag? Under £10 anywhere would have been fantastic. You've got all of this for just $6.95, and believe me, that price is not a reflection of the quality of these pieces. These are long-lasting tools. We give you your guarantees. You've got 30-day money-back guarantee on everything, but we also give you that quality assurance as well. You can pay using your debit card or your credit card, or you can, but you've got to give us a call, or you can shop online. 0800 644 655 is the way you do it over the phones, and it's a free phone number if you're dialing from the UK. From your landline. You can also get involved and buy this online, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. We are shipping all across the world right now. All you've got to do is select your country on the top right-hand corner of the website. You know what, Alison? This is just the most amazing deal.
It's a super bundle if you want to start off in wirework, or if you've got one of them and you want the others, give one as a present. But as a starter, you've got everything. I mean, the little jig is great for making chains because you get each link the same. It's fab.
And they look so professional.
Oh, I know, they do. It gives you that much. Freestyle's great, don't get me wrong. I think freestyle's lovely and it's got its own place. But if you want a consistency, the jig's great for it. And for doing different shapes and styles of shapes with the...
with the plastic mandrel.
Sorry.
Because it's got the triangles, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I couldn't do that with my flat nose pliers because I'm not, and I know that they're always going to be neat and tidy, and you can make that coil of triangles as well. For someone like me who's not brilliant at wirework, but I enjoy it, this is perfect because it always looks good. And I think, and I feel like if you use these pieces, you get a certain amount of pride out of your work because you just think, oh my gosh, I did that, and it looks good. You know, and it's pretty effortless as well.
And it gives you the confidence to go on and explore other things, to try something different. But start with that and it'll give you a really good basic.
And it's a great gift for anybody who is a jewellery maker but perhaps has just started, or is a crafter as well. These are great for all sorts of crafts. It's not just about jewellery. JVGC64 with your 30-day money-back guarantee. We are very, very busy. Let me say a great big hello to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for shopping with us here. It is Super Sunday today. Susan, Jacqueline, Brenda, Elaine, Julian, Margaret. I've got Patsy. I've got Alma. Hello to each and every one of you. It's so lovely. Alison in West Midlands. What are you doing on the phone? Alison, I told you not allowed to do that. Well done. Do keep dialing. Let us know if you've got a funny story. Yesterday, I had a funny story from yesterday, but before that, I keep meaning to ask you what kind of dogs you've got.
Labrador and 2 border collies.
Oh, I love Labradors and border collies. We had a collie lab cross, and it was the best dog.
I've had a collie lab cross.
Best dog.
Amazing.
Everything was Labrador apart from this big lion chest. It was so gorgeous.
He had the Labrador temperament and the collie brain, so he was very clever but laid back with it.
Oh,
brilliant.
Oh, I love them. I want a dog. I want a lab collie cross. I had Tibetan Terriers as well. Which I love, and I've just noticed that Claire Boulding's dog is from the same breeder as mine, and I'm obsessed with Claire Boulding, so it's fate between us, Claire. Now, I have got a funny story from last night to tell you, actually. We're having a nice night in. I've told Alison this. I said, we can't even have a night in our house because everything is always crazy in the Cleary Clark house. Nothing runs smoothly. So my story from last night is we all decided, me, Mia, and my partner Lee decided that we were all going to sit in and have a night in because it was just the 3 of us. The boys were elsewhere. So we thought, right, we'll sit down, we'll watch The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, which turned out not to be appropriate for a 12-year-old, but that's another story. Anyway, so then we ordered an Indian takeaway. An hour later, Mia looks out of the curtains because she's always starving. Mummy, she said, there's somebody driving through our garden. Opened the curtain and there he was. Our driveway's here, then we've got lawn, then our house. Well, he obviously couldn't be bothered to drive in the driveway, so he drove through the path, through 2 little bushes, churned up the grass, and landed right by the pond. Was about to go into the pond, all the rockeries everywhere, was about to literally drive into the pond. And then when we said, what have you done to the lawn? He reversed back up it, didn't want to give us our food. And then there's further to the story anyway, but I won't tell you the worst of it. We did get our food in the end. But when I got up this morning, because it was dark, when I got up this morning to come to work, my grass looks like it's had a herd of elephants.
Oh no.
It's literally, it's like mud. It's mud. It looks like, you know those men that do strongman contests? Yeah. It looks like 7,000 of them in front. I was like, oh my God. No. So let us know what you've been up to. Did you have a funny night last night? We want to know about it. Tell you what, can't even order a takeaway in our house without something crazy happening.
Go collect next time.
We will,
Go pick it up.
No, but that'll be another story. Now, which number, sorry? We're going to go with your nylon jewel pliers, which I can't find what I've done with them. Doop, doop, doop. They're right in front of me. Now, now these nylon jewel pliers are a little bit different to our other ones. Have a look. They've got the lovely sparkly grip. I'm going to get them out for you. Now, our other ones are a little bit bigger than these. These are wrong, are they? Oh, yeah, they are side cutter pliers. That's what was in the... I thought these were new ones. Hang on. No, OK, they haven't delivered the right thing. What are these, then? I've never seen these before. But these are nylon coated. Do you know that? You can cut with these, can you? No, they're not. They're new. Look. These aren't, no, they're not side cutters. They're not. Have a look. These are, it's just that it said it. It is right. Look. Yeah, look, these are the same. That was in the wrong packet. They're the same. Have a look. Now, these are a new style, but they are a new style, so producer Kirsty, I'll forgive you for your confusion. Just this once. Now, have a look. Nylon pliers. Now, our other nylon pliers are bigger than this, so let's see. Maybe these are going to be a little bit easier for your intricate work, Alison?
Yeah. They're invaluable to me. I use nylon pliers a lot.
Have you seen these ones?
No, I haven't.
I haven't either. Let me just pass you over some of these so that I can give you, so that you can have a little 5 minute, well, not even 5 minutes, Alison, 5-second look, and give us your opinion. Why do you think these, I mean, the other ones are great, they're wide, they're nice and wide, the other ones. These ones are a little bit smaller and they're tapered at the end. Do you think that's going to make a difference?
Yeah, because you can get into places. If you're doing things like the scrolls and stuff that I do, you can get into a tighter space.
So this is going to be a little bit more beneficial for those projects?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
So these I've never seen. Are they brand new, Kirsty? I've never seen these.
They're a lighter weight as well.
Well, they are lighter weight than the other ones, yeah. I noticed that actually. They got the little the nice sparkly handles. Now, Alison's not seen them. I've not seen them. And I'm here all the time. I've never seen these. Maybe they were launched and you've seen them. Let us know. But I've never seen these. So these are going to be better for you if you want to do that little tight intricate work and you want to use nylon pliers, because the other ones are great, but they're wide. So if you're looking for that skinnier taper, then you've got it here. Now they're coated all the way around, as you can see. The other ones are more squared, where these tend to almost dolphining at the front, aren't they? Yeah. So you've got that almost like your chain, dolphining. That's a new word. They're dolphining.
It's a dolphin nose.
But you knew what I meant.
I did.
I made a word up and you understood it. I've got my own language, which only you can understand, Alison. So if you're dolphining, let us know. VGX10 is your item code. Your nylon jewel pliers with the comfort grip, a little bit more tapered now. I've got to say, I think a lot of you are interested in this because I can see you lighting up my screens. Do make sure you are pressing the checkout button. You don't want to leave this in your basket for too long. It looks like, given the amount of people I got on the phone lines, it does look like this is going to sell out very sharpish. So act fast. 0800 644 655. Come shopping with us today for what I see as brand new Wirework tools. If you've seen them before, please forgive me. They're only £4.95. Great value, worth picking up the phone for, Alison. If you've already got the others, worth picking up the phone for these at that price, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, because I've got the older ones, the pink ones from the very older ones.
From the original
and they're bigger.
kit.
They're bigger than those, so these are great.
So they've got the Alison seal of approval.
Yeah, definitely.
I might send Alison home with these then, so that you can give us another opinion once having worked and used with them. £4.95 is your price tag. Remember that you are shopping with confidence here at JewelleryMaker because we give you that money back guarantee. Now, for me, these are new. I've never seen these. Please forgive me if you've seen these before. Alison and I have never seen these. And actually, my producer had never seen these either. She thought that they were automatically going to be the larger ones because she'd never seen that we had any more. Normally, we get a big update when we get a brand new tool. None of us have received it. So, you know what? Hit the ground running with this one. Loads of you there. Lillian and Kay. Hello to you, Julie. Edwina, Lynette, Rhonda's shopping with us today. Hello, Dahlia, and Mary and Carol, and Maria and Lynn. Another Mary, Karen, Deborah, very popular, Thea Ann. I've got another Anne. I've got Philip and Barbara. I've got Rachel and Mandy. Hello to you, Stephanie, Winifred, Tina, Eunice. Hello to you, Carolyn and Marilyn, Leslie in Lanarkshire and Leslie in Midlothian, Rebecca in Essex. Hello, Rebecca. George in Denbighshire. Hello to Gillian and hello to Kathleen in Essex, Sandra in Essex as well. Liz in the Isle of Man's there. Hello to you. Christine in Greater London. Julie in Lincolnshire. I've got Mary in County Down. Please check your baskets out if you are shopping online. Michelle and Nicola and Claire and Chris and Margaret, you've got unchecked baskets. You could miss out on this tool. It does look like this one's about to go limited at £4.95. Of course, it's limited. It's gone limited. Very, very, very popular. So many wire workers tuning in today to see Alison, of course, be inspired by the wonderful Alison, be able to learn how to create these incredible booties. Would I be using these kind of pliers if I want to create the booties, Alison?
Yeah, definitely. For each of the components, definitely.
So these are going to go hand in hand?
Most of it I use it for just to tidy up edges, but there's one bit it's essential for.
So you need to grab these. If you haven't already got some, you need to grab these. I'm going to give you one last chance because we have so many unchecked baskets. These have gone limited. We are moving towards single figures, so please act fast. Now, I'm going to give to you, where is the DVD? Oh, I get the box, hooray. Now, look at me, I'm such a mucky pup. Here we go. Now, Alison's DVD. Our DVDs are just incredible. Now, Alison does the spirals in this DVD that she's used pliers for, nylon pliers, and you're saying that actually these pliers would be even more beneficial for spirals. So if you've got them, you need to grab the DVD. We've all been really massively inspired by Alison's wire sculpture DVD, and who didn't in this building try and steal at least one piece of wire work over the festive period? How many times did I get caught with Alison's bird in my handbag? I didn't steal, they didn't go to my house, somebody else took them. I wish I could tell you I was successful in my thievery, but I'm a lousy, lousy thief. I'm far too vocal about it.
Yeah. Telling the world isn't a good way to sneak off with it.
No, it's not, is it? I'm not sneaky enough. I'd never make a good criminal. Now I've got too much of a big mouth. It was me, but it was brilliant how I did it. Have a look. You're going to create the most outstanding wirework sculptured pieces. Now, Alison has been a true inspiration to so many of us here at JewelleryMaker, and I'm sure she's shown you, just as she's shown us, a brand new insight on wire. We are so blessed to have so many different types of designers here at JewelleryMaker, and in fact, different genres of wire work, from Rachel Norris's art sculpture pieces in her necklaces and her things like the turtle and things like that, to Alison, who's creating structures like boxes and the stocking, the wirework bell, you know, ornamental pieces. I'd say, Alison, actually your wire sculpture can be seen as very ornamental, and definitely pieces of art again. And so well structured, so well thought out. You've got a whole hour of uninterrupted Alison on this DVD, and I'm just being told now it was one of our biggest selling DVDs last year.
Wow.
It only came out at the end of the year. It's our biggest selling to date. Now, I've got the cuffs and bangles with the wonderful Laura binding. I love this DVD. It's one that I've watched and I've used and I've done. I love it. I think it's brilliant, and I love the designs. You'll see actually on Facebook today somebody had put a bangle, a cuff bangle that they'd been inspired by this DVD to do. So thanks for doing that. Thank you so much for coming through with your designs and popping them on our Facebook page, because it really makes a difference to everybody. Now there are 6 different projects on here. There's the cuff bangle, there's the ribbon bangle, the swirl bangle, the sponge sugar bangle, the weave bangle, and the clasp bangle. Really easy step-by-step instructions from Laura and from Alison. And then you're going to want wire, of course. 0.8 in the antique bronze. If you love Gemma Crow, you'll be absolutely stacking up your baskets with the antique bronze wire, because it's Gemma's favourite, and there are so many designs that we want to create of Gemma's too, aren't there? Now you get the DVD box as well for storage. So you've got all of this. Don't forget to add those nylon pliers to your order as well. They were only £4.95, and they're going to be invaluable with this bundle. We're going to give you, now the price of the DVDs alone is £4.95, so what's that, £9.90, isn't it? £9.90. The wire on its own on our website is £24.95. So the best part of 35 quid, isn't it? Because you've got the DVD box in there as well. So the best part of £35. but we're not going to charge you £35. If you wanted this on the website and you put all the items individually into your one basket, you would pay that price tag. But you're not doing that. You're tuned in to the live show here, the Designer Inspiration, whether you're on the net or whether you're on watching us on Sky. It's great to have your company. FUGC60, I said on the Sky. Put the Sky on. New to Wire. Or in fact, not even if you're just thinking, right, I'm just going to boost up my my confidence with the Wire. $24.95. You are getting super value. You're paying for the Wire, and you're getting the DVDs for free. And they are wonderful DVDs as well. How much you pay for tutorial DVDs? I've seen them. Downloads can be really expensive, Alison, can't they?
Well, you can pay £5 for a download for one thing.
Do you know, I tried that once and I ruined the whole computer because I'm not very good with computers, and the whole thing froze. And my daughter's like, "What have you done? I'm supposed to do my homework. What is this?" And it was just for research. And I said, "I'm so sorry." Rubbish. I'm absolutely rubbish at stuff like that. And I press Control-Alt-Delete too many times, apparently. It's the only thing I know to do. Control-Alt-Delete. If you're like me, I can't do downloads. I'm rubbish at it. Do you know what? We've got so many remote controls in our house. I can't even put the DVD in where a normal DVD would go. It's just going to go in the laptop with me. I can't be doing with all these remote controls. I've got one for a sound bar. I've got one for a DVD player. I've got one for a Blu-ray. I've got one for the Sky. I've got one for the Apple thing. Oh, I don't know what's going on. I give up. It's going in my laptop, in my bedroom, nice quiet time. And you can do the same as well. Stop and start it. Now, these will work. These are, what do you call it when you can use these in America and other places? Multi-regional, that's it. See, that's how stupid I am with technology. These are multi-regional. £24.95. What do you do to embarrass your kids? Please text us in. Mine is just generally breathing. FUGC60, new to Wire. It is fantastic to have you all on board today. Thank you so much for your company. Loads of you tuned in for the fantastic Alison, who is going to be starting her demos very, very soon. So don't go anywhere. Don't forget, we've already had marriage proposals in today's show, which has been fantastic. And now it's all about, if anybody else feels like proposing today, feel free. Just give us a text in. Tom, do you want to propose to me today? No? Kaylee, you could propose to Kaylee, because she's your actual girlfriend. No. He said there'll be a Kaylee-shaped hole in the wall where she runs so fast. Really? There won't. There won't. He says, oh, believe me, there will be. Have a look. Maybe Scott's going to propose to someone today. Are you feeling romantic? Yes, but are you going to propose to the person that you're taken by? On air?
We'll see how we go.
What, throughout the show, we'll see how we go. Give her a text, make sure she tunes in, and then we could do it live. That would be lovely. Yeah. See, do you like the way I'm planning your future for us here? This is our floor manager. He's scared. He's scared. Well, that's how men get into marriage. We frighten you into it, darling. Get used to it. Marry me, or that's it. I'm gone. Now, £24.95. Loads of you there. And if Kaylee's watching, Tom would like to propose to you, but he thinks that you would run away. He thinks she'd run away. What about you, Kaz? Would you like to propose to anyone? No. Oh, it's not a leap year, is it? That's the only time you're allowed to do it. So sorry, you can't. Now, or if anyone would like to propose to Kaz, text us in 60777. She might say yes. You never know. Now, do make sure you're getting those nylon pliers. We've had a question, so we're going to put this one on. Let's have a look. Who's this from? It's from Mandy. Hello, Mandy. When will there be a new Alison DVD? Yes, when?
Soon. We're trying to sort out a date for
filming it. Okay, and what? So how, where, and what, please?
Well, I haven't had confirmation yet, so I won't say what.
Just give us a little bit of goss. What could it be to do with... Oh, Alison! No, come on.
It's not going to be sculptures.
It's not going to be sculptures.
It's not going to be sculptures.
Is it going to be picture frames?
No, it's jewellery.
It's jewellery. It's wire. Jewellery of some sort. Yeah. I'm not a very good journalist, am I? I'd have had it out of it. I'd have had a live confessions if I'm no Piers Morgan. No.
We're just trying to sort out today to do some filming. So.
Okay, good. Well, watch this space. Yeah. And you know, once I know all the gossip, I will, of course, spill it. I'm the Joan Rivers of JewelleryMaker. I can't keep my mouth shut for 1 minute. Not one. Now, don't forget, we've got wonderful Alison with her incredibly inspiring wirework pieces. We've had a marriage proposal today. And so it seems fitting that we're now moving on to mother and baby, because it does seem to follow, doesn't it? FUGC60 for the new to wire sculpture collection with the DVDs. You're going to learn how to make these fabulous pieces and more after. Actually, can I have the and more very quickly? Can I have that, Cass? Can you pass that to me? Thanks, darling. Oh, no, Alison's there. Thank you. And something for Mummy. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. You're going to get the pearls. You're only allowed a quick glimpse. How fantastic is that? We are going to give you the opportunity to learn the skills to create these fantastic pieces with the wonderful Alison after this. Stay tuned.
Join JewelleryMaker and specialist guest designer Louise Jacobson for our basic wirework course. This class is suitable for complete beginners who wish to learn simple wire wrapping techniques to create stunning structural designs. Louise will teach you all the essential skills to get started, including basic spirals, double connectors and much more. The full course includes a range of different wire gauges, a bead scoop, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, a chance to meet the presenters, and a visit to our Gemstone museum. All of this for just $69.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. JewelleryMaker, bringing out the designer in you.
Today I've been on the Wirework for Beginners course and it's been really helpful to me. I've bought wire and I've bought tools and not really had the confidence to use it because I'd feel like I was wasting it. So to come along and be shown exactly what to do and have one-to-one tuition has been brilliant for me, and it's really given me the confidence to go ahead with my jewellery making now.
JewelleryMaker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Join guest designer Louise Jacobson for our Wirework Rings DVD. This DVD contains a step-by-step guide on how to use a ring mandrel, create single and double stone rings, cluster rings and much more. Get the inspiration and help you need to create your very own handmade jewellery. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Welcome back. I have got for you, look at this. Have you ever seen Nanny McPhee? Have you ever seen Baby Aggie's rattle? Look at this. That's what it is. You've never even, Alison said, I said, it's Baby Aggie's rattle. You were like, who's Baby Aggie? Baby Aggie. It's got pearls inside.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being a baby, getting that?
Posh baby.
Very posh baby, a royal baby. Ornamental, obviously. It's ornamental. Yeah. Isn't it fantastic? Now, I'm going to give you the gemstones. So you've got the pearls on this in this rattle and also in the mummy piece as well. So it's mummy and baby. Have a look. I'm going to give to you beautiful pink pearls and stunning lilac pearls. How gorgeous. How beautiful. How perfect are these pearls. Now all together, just bunching up and making absolutely beautiful, beautiful jewellery. Let's have a think about exactly what you're going to create with yours. These are freshwater pearls, natural freshwater pearls. We've seen Alison's designs. We know we're inspired. We know we're in love with Alison's wonderful, wonderful designs. So you know what? If you want to be able to recreate them, you need to get yourself on the phone lines uber quick. I don't want anyone missing out on this. I've not seen this combination of pearls before, and we did have a bridal show the other day, so I know we don't have many pearls left in stock. Be on the ball for this one. You cannot miss out. We're going to give you the most truly amazing price tag. Fresh water pearls. We've got those gorgeous little rounds of iolite as well, and I don't think I've seen iolite rounds. I looked and thought that looks like iolite, but I haven't seen iolite rounds before. The gemstones that you're seeing are very harmonious together, aren't they? They are genuine freshwater pearls, very soft, mother of the bride or vintage bride bundle. Definitely mummy and baby bundle. We are seeing, I mean, these would be nice for twins, wouldn't they, as well? I have got for you an opportunity to bead loom, an opportunity to make some very elegant pieces, but first and foremost today, an opportunity to do your spin on Alison's designs, copy Alison's patterns and recreate her wonderful pieces. An example of one of those incredible pieces is the rattle that I have right here. You've got your powder pink Baroque pearls, they're 13 by 10, and your lilac pearls, Baroque again, and 11 by 10, so just slightly smaller. You've also got your blue iolite. They're 5mm rounds. We don't see a lot of 5mm rounds. You've got the opportunity to recreate Alison's pieces using the same gemstones that Alison has had. I'm going to give you the pink wire momentarily. GOGC72, genuine freshwater pearls. These could go in earrings, in necklaces, in bracelets. These freshwater pearls are going to be stunning in your classic pieces as well as your sculptured wirework pieces too. I need you to be on the ball. I need you to make sure you're quick. We have got, now judging by the amount of people on the website, I can see there's multi-buyers. Now that says to me there's going to be a very, very low price tag indeed. You should be paying $24.36. That's a fabulous price tag on its own, in its own right, for freshwater pearls and iolite. I mean, if you've only just been shopping with us here at JewelleryMaker and you think, what is going on? Alison, where else did you get your gemstones before you started with us here?
Oh, internet, bead shows. Once you've been to JewelleryMaker and you go back to some of the bead shows, oh my God, the prices you thought were good. Oh my goodness.
I think we do get a little bit complacent about those prices though sometimes. You think, oh, but actually that's the price of things, isn't it? We give you, do you know, $24.35. But can you find iolite anywhere else?
No, I love it. I love that little thing of iolite, the little strand. It's beautiful, and it'll go with either of them. It goes beautifully with either of them.
All perfectly harmonious together. They do, don't they? They're just gorgeous together. £17.95 is your price tag. GOGC72. Be quick, don't miss out. Use your debit card or your credit card to come shopping with us here at JewelleryMaker. Lots of you on the phone lines, lots of you on the website. I've got Eunice and Carol. I've got a JewelleryMaker in Yorkshire. Kathleen in Perth has got 2, so is Wendy. I have got June. Hello to June. I've got Donna Marie in Bristol. I've got Deborah in Tyne Wear. Loads of you shopping in multiple. Sandra, hello to you. Please make sure you're checking out your baskets and you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. I know that you are absolutely chomping at the bit to get over and see Alison and see exactly what we're going to be creating. I'm going to show you the necklace. I'm going to show you the rattle. I'm going to show you the beads. I'm going to show you absolutely blooming everything that you need to recreate Alison's design. So let's hop on over and go and see that luscious lady and be inspired, as always, by the wonderful Alison. Now, Alison, you had this bundle, you put it together, and it's just incredibly beautiful. All of the jewellery that you've created, I am in love with. You can see the iolite, you put them all together in the mummy piece. Yeah,
and I think it's so soft. It's so soft and pretty. beautiful.
It is
but
beautiful.
you could, they're wedding colours. They're wedding colours.
I think so. Well, you should know. You just got married. She's still in the honeymoon period. Now, Alison, did you put this bundle together, or was it given to you?
It was given to me.
Okay, and what were your thoughts when you got it? Did you know what you were going to do? Were you given a plan? Please, can you do mummy baby?
No, I was given free rein. Those people who know me know I'm not a pink person, so it was a bit pink to begin with, because it was delivered while I wasn't there, and John phoned me up and said, I said, open it, tell me.
And he said there's
pink. Lots of pink wire, and I went, panic. But no, it's just perfect for that, because it is a baby pink, isn't it?
Yeah, perfect baby pink.
Absolutely perfect.
Alison's telling me earlier that her niece had to pin her down to put her makeup on her wedding day. She said, oh yeah, because I'm not girly. I mean, my niece had to pin me down to put my makeup on my wedding day. I said, are you mad?
Thanks,
she said,
Jade.
I promise you. What's her name, Jade? Jade, well done, girl. If you could come here and pin us down, do our makeup, please.
She'd love it.
Would she? Oh, get her in. Now, any more opportunities for me to sit with my eyes closed eating cake while someone does my makeup? It's wonderful, isn't it? Now, Alison, where are you going to start?
We're going to do the boots. These boots are made for walking, and the necklace this time. And we're doing the rattle this afternoon. This afternoon? We're in this afternoon. Later on. We're going to be giving you your wire. We've got the wire and we've got the blue colourway in the next designer inspiration, so please don't panic, you're being able to get everything that you need. You've got the pink wire coming up momentarily. I like that I've been given a chair. This is very this is very relaxed today, isn't it? At the moment you've got the gemstone, so I'm going to take a seat and relax whilst Alison takes us through exactly how you start with this incredible designer inspiration. Now I've gone all short and don't know, shall I go up? Hang on, you're so tall and I'm so short, that's better. I'm only 5'2" for crying out loud. Oh. Yeah. When I sit down, someone get a boost, I think I do need one. Yeah. Okay, so we're starting with the booty. Yeah. Have a look. At this. So intricate. Where do we start? You'd put that in the nursery on the you'd put it on the mantelpiece in the nursery, wouldn't you? Perfect. Get a little lock of baby's hair and put it in a little silk bag in the middle. Oh, something like that.
Oh, you're making Good God. Can you hear her in my ear? She said, she's so broody. She said, oh, crikey. Someone throw a bucket of water over Kirsty. She's getting all, what are you doing to the girls in here? Everyone? She wants a baby just so she can have this on the mantelpiece.
You can have it without Kirsty.
Yeah, babies aren't accessories. Okay, so we start at what point, Alison?
So we're going to start. It all comes in bits, and then we stitch it all together.
Okay.
So nothing. It's not as daunting as it looks. It's separate bits, but we've got quite a few bits to go through. So.
Okay.
Right. So we've got the base.
Oh yeah. Okay. So that
goes for the foot, and it forms the base of the top of the boot.
Okay.
And that's really easy to do.
How on earth did you think of this? Is this your own pattern?
Yeah.
You're a genius, Alison.
Very odd mind.
Well, that's good.
Very odd
Einstein had a very odd mind, you know.
All I've done is taken a coil from the wire, and literally.
What mil wire are you
this
using?
is thank you. It's 1 mil wire, and I've just pulled it, and then get it to the size you want, and just make sure it's slightly longer than wider, and that's it. That's your start. That's your little. That one's slightly smaller. You can make it as big or as small as you like.
So you're making it kind of oval, as though
you're making an oval, and
yeah.
If you wanted, you could put it round. The first one I did was huge. I'd put it round two of the small reels. And I ended up with this enormous boot. I'd have been there for 6 weeks making it.
Going mad in my ear. Oh, you could do loads of small ones and put it on a chain for a baby shower. She's going mad.
Oh, you could. And on your stall, could you imagine having little sets of booties in different colours of wire?
Oh, it'd be so cute.
So you can make them smaller if you want. You just have to adopt the top and make that bit smaller. Do them whatever size you like. So that's it. And then a piece of wire from your bit box, if you've got a bit box.
So you've got 2 of the ovals,
yeah.
One slightly smaller than the other.
They're both the same size.
Oh, they are both the same size.
It's just that these aren't.
No, I just thought it would have to be slightly smaller, but it isn't.
No, they're both the same size. That's your
Okay.
basis for your frame.
Okay.
And wire it together. Now, if you just wire it like that, as soon as you let it go, it starts. Well, that one's not going to now.
It starts.
Every other time I've done it, it starts spreading. So what I did,
Behaving now.
yeah, was I
It's
basically
like a child. I don't know what you mean. I'm perfectly well behaved.
I bent them up like that just to fix it in its shape.
Okay.
But you're going to use those bits later anyway. So
So don't get rid.
yeah, so that's the first bit. That's the easy bit. If we start with this one, what I did then was I made a load of my coils.
Okay.
My,
These coils,
swirlies. No, sorry, the swirlies.
The swirlies. Where
Underneath
are
on the bottom.
Oh, here.
The
Okay.
scrolls.
So gizmo coil, swirly
Scrolls.
whirlies.
Yeah. And again, you can do them just a random shape. No, sorry, the bits on the bottom. I'm just going to do the foot.
these.
doing the
Sorry,
foot. Sorry, it's
these
my
swirls.
fault.
No, it's not. It's mine.
My brain at the moment is,
No, but
is
I'm
not remembering
stupid.
words. No.
This is similar as the trinket box, isn't it? The side
Yeah,
of that.
it's exactly the same as
So
the
if you've
trinket
got the
box.
DVD, you should be able to already do this
Yeah.
technique.
Very simple.
What are you doing now?
So I've made like an eye loop. Put my pliers in, and then I tend to just pull that round.
Do you do these in
begin with.
individual bits, do you, and then add them on?
Yeah, I make
Okay.
all of these. It's got a plate on the bottom.
Yeah.
It's got the bit round the edge. This bit is a separate piece. This bit here is two pieces, and then this bit is another separate piece, and then we
Okay.
stitch them all together.
Right.
So we make our scrolls. I won't take too long over this because you've all seen this before, most of you.
And if you haven't, you can go onto our YouTube site and download Alison's some of Alison's previous shows, because you've shown it on
Yeah.
previous shows, have you?
Yeah.
Click to subscribe on the Jewellery Maker channel on YouTube, and you will be able to find Alison's scrolls on there. So please don't panic if you think, well, hang on a minute, I don't know
quick.
how to do that. It is there for you, so please don't panic. Okay, sorry. So you've done an S scroll.
So you
there.
make an S scroll.
You've done hearts as well, have you? Or,
No,
oh,
no,
you
they're
put
all
them
S
together and they go
scrolls.
hearty.
Yeah, you can do.
so clever.
So all you do is fill that in. You can have big ones, you can have little ones.
So just an S scroll. Hang on
Yeah.
a minute.
They're
Do you
just
see
S
how
scrolls.
they go together? I've always
Make
thought that
little
these were
hearts.
hearts. And I've always thought, how does she do that? Well, actually, that's a million times simpler than I ever thought.
If
for
you
a
put
minute.
if you put them sort of facing that way, if I do another one quick.
Do you see how I actually thought that was a lot more complicated? Just an S scroll.
Yeah.
I love this colour wire with these intricate pieces. They're really detailed. Actually, this colour really suits it, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So I won't
You're
finish
using
the
your
other
fingers
bit.
a lot. Do you tend to do that?
I do.
Yeah.
But my fingers are quite hardened to it. So if you put them like that, you've got a heart.
I love it.
Very quick and easy way to do hearts. Very quick.
Perfect.
Okay. So you fill that up, right? For those who haven't seen it, we have a wire. We stitch them in. I do a lot of stitching in this stuff. So my 0.4. Yeah, 0.4. I normally say
0.4.
4 mil.
Okay.
My 0.4 wire.
0.4
Hold it
with your
together. Yeah, thumb and finger, and then just wrap it round.
Now you're keeping it quite you're keeping the tension so
Yeah.
that it butts up against each other, and then
Yeah.
as you're pulling.
If it doesn't, you can always squash it in.
Oh,
either
use
with
your
your nails or
fingernails.
yeah.
Okay, or pinch it with your pliers, can't
Pinch
you?
it with your pliers, but you've got to be a bit delicate. If you use your flat pliers, you can just pinch it in like that. If
okay.
it's
All the new ones would be a bit good for that, would they?
Yeah.
A bit good.
yeah. Now it was. Let me have a look at the lady's name. Bonita Sampson,
Yeah. Benito and Darby.
who did this beautiful cuff that was on the wall of Fame
how
earlier.
gorgeous is that?
And she was asking, how do you stop the bits of wire catching?
Okay, what the little bits that
The little
because
bits-
you have to finish them on the inside,
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
you? Okay,
So what I tend to do,
Okay.
I'll do it that way round. I put it between the gap of the two wires,
yeah.
pull it as tight in as I can,
Okay.
snip it off. If you've got flush cutters, cut it as close as you can to it. Okay, now you may have a little bit sticking up. What you do, get your pliers, squidge it down, and then you can always put just a dab of glue on. A, it holds the wire there,
Yeah.
and B, it'll just cover that bit up. But if you cut it as flush as you can and then squidge, and pull that in, you shouldn't have much of a problem.
Could you use a file or anything?
You
or
could.
You don't need to?
You could, but it depends on the piece.
It might...
If it's not going to be seen, fine. But if it's coated wire, if it's pure copper, it's not an issue. You can, or pure
file
silver,
it, yeah.
you can file it. But if it's a coated wire, if you put a file on it, you could just catch it. I mean, because that one is sticking up. I've left that one up a little bit. You can trim it down a little bit further.
As close as you can.
Yeah. And that should be,
How neat you are. Hopefully that's answered your question, Benita. Have you got any more questions?
So that's what I do. But if you find you're getting bits left, a dab of glue or a dab of nail varnish, and you won't feel it. It won't be rough on your skin.
Yeah, because it'll almost act like when you have a hair grip and you got a little bit of
absolutely.
glue over the top
It just
of
covers the end.
Yeah, and it does work actually.
And it secures the wire.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea then. Okay, fine.
Okay.
If you've got any more questions for Alison, now's the time to relay them. 60777. Start your message with the word JM Studio, or one word in capitals, and then we can relay those questions to Alison, or you can ask us online, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com, and there's a little free section, a section there for you to do that, communicate for free over the power of the web.
So you wire them all in.
And is this? Can you do this in any kind of arrangement you want, or is
Absolutely.
there a specific pattern?
No. Any pattern you want. They're both totally different. These two are totally different. That one's totally different to that one. That one just happens to have worked out symmetrically. That one hasn't. They're all different sizes. So no, you can do it. You can make it quite rugged. You could do them just going across that way if you wanted to sort of do rugged boots.
So you just want
Anything.
structure. We're looking for structure here.
You just need to fill it in, basically.
Okay.
If you, Laura Binding does, I think she uses the 6mm, and she does the coils round, scrolly round. So if you're a random person, you could fill it in with doing that as well.
Okay, fine.
So any sort of format of that.
So if you've already got your own technique that you think, oh, I'm really good at that, you could actually do that to start off with, get your confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't, that's kind of my signature, so.
Okay.
It goes somewhere on it.
Actually you're right. And when I see a piece with that on the shelf, I automatically know you've done it. So yeah, okay, you're right. It's nice to have that as well, isn't it?
So as I said, you're going to do something with these as well.
Okay.
So when I'd finished that off, what I did was scroll these down, coil these down.
Yeah.
Because at the back of the shoe, we'll flip them over and it'll hide the joins at the back.
And you can see that just here. So Alison's flipped them over and you can see there at the join. Yeah. Is that where it is? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So that's what you do with those.
Okey-dokey.
So that's your base. We've whizzed through that base.
We've whizzed through that base.
Right. The top bit comes, we've got two parts on this one. Okay. We've got a smaller one. And then this bigger one, the full-sized one.
And that's important because you're going to need to weave in and out with gemstones.
Yeah, you could do it in one, but it's quite a big distance.
And it could dent, couldn't it?
Yeah. Again, you could make it out of the scrolls, and you could fill in that and shape it. In the 1mm, it would hold its shape. But I wanted a different look. Yeah,
it's nice to mix up the textures, actually, isn't it?
And I've done the girls and the boys slightly differently. So his is much chunkier weave with the chunkier wire. And this is more dainty with more beads in. It's got the teeny little pink beads, which was super.
How fab is that?
So we'll do the little girly one, and then I'll show you how to do that one.
We're going to be giving you that blue wire in the next designer inspiration. Kirsty's just telling me.
So we need another length. Now we start off. We want the ring to attach the cuff or whatever. So. We just want a loop. Now, again, you could use a mandrel. If you've got that mandrel, if you bought the mandrel earlier, one of the bigger ones would be perfect. Okay, because they've got rounds as well, haven't they?
Yeah. They've got rounds and ovals and squares. What sort of circumference are we looking for?
It really depends on how big you've done your boot. You don't want it to go, definitely not more than halfway.
And if you want to put something inside it, you've got to consider that as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're going to put something in it, make sure you've got the room.
Okay.
So I'd say no more than halfway of the boot.
Okay.
And then we're just going to pull it round.
Oh, it's all one piece, is it?
To get.
Oh, I thought you were going to. That makes sense.
Okay.
So you don't need to be breaking it up or anything like that and attaching them separately.
So that's the bit under here,
Yeah.
and
there,
that bit.
And the rim. Yeah.
So we end up with 3.
Okay. Yeah.
Now we want to pull that one in a bit more, so you've got a bit more of an even gap.
Do you make your niece's stuff as well? Wirework pieces?
Do you know what? Well, I have done. I have made jewellery for my niece, but my mum makes a lot for my niece.
Does she?
Yeah, mum loves it, and my niece
a
loves
spoiled
it.
niece. Is she the only girl in the
She's an
family?
earring fiend.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she's loads and loads of earrings.
Oh yeah, I can relate to that. Me and her are going to get on. Makeup and earrings.
So.
I haven't got any stolen jewellery on yet. You better get and steal me some, Kirsty. No. You can't, I can't fit into them, otherwise I'd have my foot. Alison, wirework shoes. Adult shoes.
Yeah.
Stiletto. You know it's got to happen.
Yeah,
and it'll be like Cinderella. If my foot goes in it, I get to do the show. If Lucy's fits in it, she gets to do the show.
Do you know that's quite a challenge, isn't it?
And that would be a funny meeting. That would be hilarious. Me, Vicky Carr, Carol, and Lucy all lining up trying to cram our foot into the shoe, and Ed probably coming in there as well. He can be the ugly sister.
I was going to say, who's Prince Charming?
Who is Prince Charming? Who looks all Prince Charming? Oh, it would be Scott, I suppose, wouldn't it?
Scott, I suppose.
Of course. Prince Charming. I can feel a JewelleryMaker musical coming on.
Don't expect me to sing. You'd clear the place.
You'll be there. You will be there to make the lovely glass slippers. You'll be the fairy godmother.
That's fine. I would love to do some glass blowing.
What about a big carriage as well?
Oh, I would love to do a carriage.
With horses?
Yeah. Can I take the next year to do it?
Fairy tale show. Me and you, fairy tale show. If you want it, demand it, jewellery makers, demand it. Oh, yeah. We're all getting carried away. This is going Snow White. I'm thinking Cinderella.
Oh, no.
What are you thinking?
Well, not for a face.
What, for Snow White?
Oh, Shrek. Could you imagine a Shrek with the green wire?
Oh, I love it. Yes.
You see, not girly. No. Snow White, Cinderella, Shrek.
Yeah, I love it. Yes. Donkey. You could do Donkey. I love Donkey.
Oh, no, that's my Labrador's nickname.
Is it?
Oh,
Donkey.
he's so Donkey from Shrek. He is so Donkey.
Oh, she wanted the red apple with the green leaf for Snow White. Okay.
Oh, we could do a red apple. Yeah. Now we're coming down to sensible
It's like we're
ideas.
making demands. And I want a carriage, and I want a glass slipper.
It's all right, I've got a list a mile long of what people...
Your niece Jade's going mad. Get to the back of the queue, she's thinking. We've got loads of texts. Yes, please, Mr. Fairy Tale. Keep them coming. If you demand it, we will make it happen. Here's #XXO777. Start your message with JM Studio. I demand that I have to do it as well. We can dress up as our favourite. You can dress up as Fiona if you want to.
Can we do the Fairy Tale Castle?
Yes, Fairy Tale Castle.
Yeah. You know, the proper iconic from that channel.
Yes.
Fairy Tale. Or
absolutely.
That company channel. Right.
Oh my gosh.
Boots.
It starts with boots and it progresses.
Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots, babes in boots. Let's have... What are we like? Don't let us live together.
They'll not let us be together again.
We've talked about dogs and fairy tales and weddings and nieces and all the rest of it.
Wirework, concentrate. Right. So I've wrapped it round a couple of times round the top one, and then I'm literally going to go up and down. So I've gone around the bottom, loop it. I just do one round through the gap. At the back, I then want to do a round again. What I'm trying to do is to give this a bit of height, because on here, that's how we get the difference in the height. So I'm trying to get that to stay up there a bit. Okay, so I do that a few times. She's still on fairy tales in there.
We're all thinking about who we're going to dress up as on the day, and everybody in the gallery is going absolutely mad. Like, oh, do you know who you could be, Tom? Eric from Little Mermaid. Is that his name? He actually you look a little bit like him. Look at these things, aren't they sweet?
Oh no, not the musical. We're having Fairy Tale the musical.
Yes, we are.
Oh no, we're not.
A girl who has everything. Oh God, Alison's going to leave and never come back.
I'll be the wicked stepmother.
You can. Tangled,
Oh,
that's
the wicked.
a good one. You can be her mother knows best. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't
Yeah,
seen
she's
that one.
evil. We want a fairy tale show, says Pauline in Cheshire. We want a fairy tale show. Cruella. Yeah, you need to watch it. It's brilliant. She's really evil.
Oh, what?
Entangled.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, and she has to have what's her name? Not Rumpelstiltskin, the girl with hair. Rapunzel.
Rapunzel.
Otherwise she gets old.
Oh, I could do Rapunzel.
Yes, you could be Rapunzel. Oh, it's all happening. It's all happening. We're getting excited. So what are you doing now, Ellen? Anyway.
Meanwhile, back at the show.
Back down to earth.
Right, so I've done a few, and what I've gone is round twice, through the gap, down to the other side, round twice. That's just to give us that gap. And then, what I was trying to do, and it's not quite successful in the wire, but was give a bit of the crocheted, lacy feel. So I didn't want to do it solid wire work. I wanted the gaps.
Because you wanted it to almost be sort of,
you know, like
fabric-y.
a knitted, you know, most of them are little knitted booties, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I then started doing, I'd wrap it round twice round the bottom, and then I wouldn't wrap it round the top. I'd just go through the gap and back round, and then twice round the bottom. And I do that 3 times, and if your wire snags like that, as a tip, just push it back the other way. And
just
then
untangle it and then smooth
because
it.
if you pull it, you'll never get rid of it. You'll never.
Kink. Once it's folded on itself, that's
you
it.
You can't.
Isn't it?
Yeah. So
now, if that does happen,
yeah.
Is it easy enough to continue on if I snip it off? Is it a problem?
No, you can add in. I've got a length of wire. You can add in because you just need to wrap a couple of times round.
Sometimes I think because you panic thinking, I'm not, but it is okay. With 0.4, it's actually easier to disguise and add in than a lot of other gauges, isn't it?
And for something that's structural rather than jewellery or something, the joins are easier to hide because it's not moving. It's not, you know, if you've got a moving bit, a chain or whatever.
Yeah.
It just eases its way out eventually, or
whereas this is going to stay firm and solid, so it's not going to be okay. Now
so
you're asking for the wire, so I'm going to bring that to your screens right now because so many of you want to get cracking with this. I have got 0.4, I have got 0.6, and I've got 1 mil. So you've got your 1 mil, your 0.6. Let's put them in order, shall we? In Princess Pink, definitely, isn't it? Princess Pink. So you've got 100 meters of each. This is a limited edition bundle. Kirsty's just looked at her stock. She thought she had more and she went, "Are you kidding me?" in my ear. Loads of these have sold on the website over the last couple of days since she's put it in. So she's now having crosswords in my ear. So you've got to be quick. We've only got 35 of these, which means they're going to sell out in a heartbeat. ZUGC86, your designer inspiration with a gorgeous Lady Alison Tarry. Your pink wire, 4, 6 and 1 mil should be $54.85, and when you think about what you can create with 100 meters of each, that's 300 meters in total. I think that's a wonderful, wonderful price tag. But, and if you are going to be recreating the Princess Palace that we will be doing now, it's been said, and now everybody's demanding a Princess Castle. How many booties could I get out of this bundle, do you think?
Loads, because I've done the booties, the rattle, here's one I've done earlier, the coils. So
that?
yeah,
not even quarter of it's gone.
Oh god, no, not nowhere near. You get a lot out of that. You could have massive fun just going mad with gizmos.
Value for money then.
I mean, look at some of Rachel's designs where she goes with the gizmos. I mean, she's phenomenal with the gizmo in, and you could go to town with it. And mix the blue that we're having later and the pink together. I mean, look at those two together. How stunning is that?
They're fab. And I mean, twins or anything like that.
Oh,
perfect
twins, yeah.
£44.95. ZUGC86. You're making this saving, but we've only got 35 of them. And we know that they will probably sell out given the fact that everybody is going to want to recreate Alison's design at $44.95. We have got the blue coming up later for you. Right now I'm talking about the pink, £44.95. ZUGC86. These are about to sell out. You've got to check out your baskets now.
Can I just say before I forget, can I wish Rosario a happy birthday?
Rosario, who's
It's her
Rosario?
birthday today. She's in our beading group. And
Hello,
it's her birthday
Rosario.
today. Happy birthday, Rosario. You've seen her, you have. She
sends
sends to the Wall of Fame a lot.
She does. does.
She does.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Rosario.
birthday.
And she lives near you, does she?
She's Manchester
your-
way. But she comes over to our beading group. Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday. We won't ask how old she is, but I hope you're stuffing your face with cake. Maybe we should eat cake for her, really.
Oh, yeah, well, it would be rude not to.
Yeah, and there is a cake in the other room.
Is there?
Let's do it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, wine and cake? Why not? Sunday.
And I'm not driving home.
Aren't you? Have you got a lift today?
I have a chauffeur today.
Where is he?
He's gone off to work.
Get him.
He's working. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Otherwise, I'd make him
We've
come
been down
on.
to my father-in-law's because it was his birthday, a special birthday.
Oh.
Don't know if I'm allowed to say how old he was, but it was his birthday on Friday. So
you've been down.
You were having Indian, we were having Chinese last night.
Oh, we were naughty.
But we went to the restaurant.
You went to the restaurant, and the delivery driver didn't end up in your pond.
No ponds
in
involved.
my actual pond. How can you not
Believe
see
that.
the pond? Just drive into it. I'm going on about that pond. It's not good. It's a good job those ducks weren't on it. I'll tell you that.
It's got any fish in it?
No, it dried out in the summer and then it's refilled right back up to the top. So we had to move the
just
fish.
from water.
But we do have ducklings every year. But they've gone over to the next pond because they're adults now. They don't want to hang around.
Don't say that. I had crispy duck last night.
Did you? Actually, we called one of them Crispy. Right, so where are we going now, Alison?
Right.
What's going on?
Sorry, I've been carrying on while we've been talking.
That's all right.
Right, what I've done, I intersperse it every now and then with a couple of these teeny weeny little seed beads.
Rose quartz.
They're gorgeous
Aren't
little
they
rose
lovely?
quartz. And they've got such colour, you expect to take them off and they don't. You know, sometimes you get a bead on a coloured strand and you take it off and there's nothing.
Yeah.
But these are so little pink. They're so soft and pink. It's beautiful. And then I go back to doing the crochet stitch, shall we call it.
Yeah.
Now, I know certain people who'll be watching.
Doing that,
Yeah.
don't you?
So but you want to wrap more around the bottom because it's wider, and also you want that bit of a
Oh,
angle.
so what are you doing? 3 across at the bottom? Or
Yeah.
something?
So doing
across?
three each time. You go down the bottom and then just looping it over the top.
Just once?
Yeah.
Oh,
just
okay.
once.
And that makes it fan out?
Yeah. And then that will pull
okay.
together.
Yeah.
And that will stay up. That'll stay close, but spread out. Let me start that again.
No, it makes sense. It will stay close, but it will fan out.
But it'll fan out
Yeah, it
because
makes
the bottom
sense.
one's got the gap, the spaces between, shall we
Yeah,
say, the
yeah.
spacer loops, and that hasn't, so that'll stay together. Now,
It makes sense.
if
don't
you
worry.
see, I've left gaps. I'm not being untidy, because I hate being untidy.
Do you?
But I've left, with this, yeah. I've left gaps. Now, that's
Okay.
deliberate because I've got to stitch it. If you do it really close, so it's all really, really close, you've then got to really struggle to get your wire through
You'll
when
have
you're
to get
stitching
your
them
awl
together.
in there, won't you? And
Yeah.
and loosen them. So let's not go
and
down
it sticks
that road.
up. So leave it with a bit of space, and it's supposed to be lacy, so that's okay. So you keep going round there.
So you keep doing that and adding the
Until-
gemstones as you go,
Yeah.
where you want them. Now we
Yeah.
are going to be bringing you some cedar beads later on, so
Yeah.
please stay tuned for those. In this instance, we've got rose quartz cedar beads.
I thought they were
Wire
in
is still
this
available, but we're in single figures.
Ah, I thought they were in this one. Aha. So you go all the way around. Now what I did as I went towards the middle, and then I started again at the back to go towards the middle.
Yeah.
And that's because you want this height on it. And if you carry on going around, what you find is, because it'll sit flat, you pull it down as you're going around here because you're pulling it.
Because it's sort of
So,
popping up.
yeah.
I'm thinking this might be a good technique in the future hoof. Can you see? The future hoof of the fairy tale horse that you're going
How
to
big's
create.
this horse? God, that'll stand
Well,
about that
he's
big.
ornamental.
Wow.
It's your Irish
Is this the
draft
pink one?
that you
It
used
is
to
an
have.
Irish
There you
draft.
go. It's a
That'd
big
have to be
old
in
thing.
silver and black.
Yeah.
Silver and black wire horse.
There we
that'd
go.
be
Can we
nice.
do that, please? Wirework horse. Wirework collies, wirework Labradors. This is
Oh, black lab. That's giving me an idea.
that's got to come.
Bless.
We've
So-
only got very small amounts of the wire left, so please act fast if you want it. I don't want you missing out on that one.
Okay, I've deliberately left these bits of wire on, that's a bit long,
Okay.
because we then do exactly the same thing to this, and I need to take that one off now, because,
Can you make anything out of wire?
yeah, of course you can, pretty much. I mean,
You're going to wish you'd never met me.
given the time and opportunity to do it.
Can you imagine an actual person made out of wire? My friend did that for our art project. She made somebody out of chicken
Oh,
wire.
wow. Oh, really?
You've never
Yeah.
seen
Yeah.
a 16-year-old with so many cuts all over.
Oh.
She was working with chicken wire. She's like, why did I do this? Can you imagine? It'd be amazing, an actual mannequin out of wire.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen chicken wire ones and things like that.
Yeah, that's what she did detect. Chicken wire.
Right. You then will start just going round the bottom bit.
Okay.
Let me hold it that way round. So what I do is I'd attach these together loosely because you finish the back off tidily at a later date. So I'm just using the tails of the wire to hold that in place.
Keep it nice and anchored.
To keep, and then you basically start from the middle and work your way back round.
In very much the same way?
In exactly the same way.
Okay, so, and again, we're doing one loop at the top and 3 at the bottom, so that we keep that fan.
Yeah.
Add in the gemstones as we go.
Yeah.
You can alternate them, can you? In the space like a brick design, or are you keeping them road? You've sort of kept them quite road, actually, in yours, haven't you?
You can put them in any format you like, really.
You could mix the colours up as well.
You could mix the colours. You could do them. You could do them a lot heavier. You could do maybe that bit all gemstone and that bit wire. You could really go to town mixing and matching it. I think it looks quite nice with the delicate ones.
Me too.
You don't want them too big. I'd say no bigger than a 4mm.
No,
unless you're doing a lot bigger
piece,
boot.
Yeah,
absolutely. I'm going to trim those off because I'm going to use those later. Right, so we've done our base. And we've now got our top. So we need the bit round, the bit that gives it the height now.
Around the bottom. And how did you sort of determine what height you were going to do? Did you just make this up from scratch? Was it all going on in your head at the time?
Yeah, as I was going along.
I
made it as I was going along.
To me.
Right, so this is the bit that goes round the middle.
Okay.
Now, this sort of came about, it's come out of my head. I don't know whether anyone's done it. It comes from a technique, some people call it the sunburst technique. I think Sarah Jackson Guest has used it, one of the ladies who does the jewellery. And I've seen a few other people. And I've used it in other places, but not in this format.
I'm thinking,
I'm not seeing
I don't know why, it's making me think of Native American beading.
Oh, yeah, it is quite.
Do you know what I mean? Like the zigzags. It's amazing.
Now I'll show you how to do it, but this was a piece when I was doing this I cut it too short, so I had a bit of a play, but it's a bit beaten up, so that's why I haven't put it there. But yeah, I basically, you can use it for jewellery.
It's beaten up? It is not.
Oh no, it is. The wire's been quite beaten. So that just sort of gives you a bit of idea of what you can do with it. You can have a play.
You could put a little christening scroll through that. You know, if you get your children christened, you get a scroll.
Oh,
and that would be nice over the christening scroll.
Oh yeah. Just sitting over like that.
That would be lovely. Yeah,
as a bangle as well.
Just in random thing, and then you get the candle and everything. If you put the scroll in there, that would be gorgeous, and it would keep it, and it would be ornamental.
Oh, but you could stand your scroll up in there.
Yeah.
I've never heard of a christening scroll.
Yeah, you get the certificate saying who your godparents are and all of that sort of thing.
God,
well, we did. Maybe it was just Father Michael, I don't know.
No, well, I was christened a lot longer ago, so I don't think they did things like that in those days. They didn't have photocopiers in those days. It was pen and ink, you know. It was a feather.
It's all nice in calligraphy, actually. It's lovely.
Fabulous.
Yeah. Oh, it's all
lovely.
Father Michael. Kirsty's laughing at me. You and Father Michael. My aunt is obsessed with Father Michael. She is. I think she's obsessed with him. That's what I'm saying. Now we've literally got 2 lots of the wire bundle left. My Auntie Jean's watching now. That's it. She won't speak to me forever.
Right. There's all sorts of patterns you can do with the weave. There's so many patterns. I did it like this. I've done this weave before.
I love that.
I did it like this because it's quite open.
Could I do this with beading thread as well as wire?
No, because it wouldn't hold. It wouldn't hold its shape.
How is it keeping that? Can I just have a look?
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
This is.
Alison.
This is where your nylon pliers come in.
Wonderful.
So I've like I say, you can do it as many as you like. You can do different.
I'm just thinking, you know, a lot of the brides are having that band across there and the flowers on either side.
There
I
you
was
go.
just thinking very boho.
For jewellery, a bangle, you could put it round. Now, if you did 2 of those and put some of the pearls in between, that'd look nice.
Yes, I love.
But I hadn't thought of that when I made stuff up.
Clever.
It's
just amazing. These would even make great bookmarks. I mean, it would be, if you're a big reader. I love reading, so it would be something that's quite exciting. You know, I do love a good bookmark. At the moment, I use a photograph. Just because
to read.
It's
Oh,
nice
there's a bookmark.
Yeah, just reading
Oh,
that
bless.
photograph.
I photograph all the pages. Sorry. Each to their
God,
own.
those lads each other. What's the worst thing that's going to happen today? Keep watching. Who knows? No, I'm in between books. I'm depressed because I've finished Claire Balding.
I read loads. I can't do it electronically yet.
No, it's not.
It's
got
to be a
book. It
book.
doesn't smell the same.
No.
You can't fall asleep with it. It's like
it's not the same.
No, it's not the same. If you drop it on the floor, it's not going to smash. You know.
Well, exactly.
I like a good old beaten book that's been well read. Actually, because I think this must be good. Looks like about 100 people have read it.
Oh, second-hand bookshops.
Yeah,
oh.
I love them. We've got a good one in Hitchin.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to go. Does Hay still have them all? I used to go down to Hay on Wye.
I've never been there.
Oh, haven't you?
Where is that? Is that near me?
Malvern. It's that sort of
Malvern,
way.
That's where Tom lives. Yeah.
It's that sort of area, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's somewhere on the border-ish. My geography, as you've guessed, is not the best.
Well, actually, I think it's much better than mine. Okay,
right.
So tell me exactly what's going on. I need to know exactly how to create this. So let's concentrate because this is important.
Okay, right. I've wrapped the wire round the bottom one about 3 times just to anchor it.
Just to reiterate, you've got 5 pieces of wire there.
Yeah,
is that right?
I've got 5 pieces of wire. You can do it with as many as you want. You can keep going up. You could do. Well, there'd be a limit. I'd probably keep one in the middle. Right.
Start small.
Start small.
Start small and work up.
I've left the tail on only because I like to keep hold of it to anchor it, and then I tidy it up afterwards.
Yeah, and you don't want it to slip out.
No. I'm then going to wrap. Right, I'm going to call these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
It's the easiest way.
And do you splay them out a little bit just so that you can see?
Yeah.
I mean, because otherwise, if they get all knitted together, you can go a bit wrong, can't you?
When they're this long, you start trying to fiddle around and move them, and you have to sort of do this to find out which is your right wire sometimes, because when you're down here, they do have a bit of a life of their own. Right, so I've gone round 2. I've gone round 2 and 1 together. I'm going to come between 2 and 1 and go over 2 and 3.
Okay, 2 and 3. You've gone between 2 and 1 and over 2 and 3. Okay.
So I'm doing it twice each. So you're always going between the 2 you've gone over and over the next 2.
Between and over.
I'm now going. See, that's got the wrong one. Let me come back through. So you're stepping up 1 at a time. So you go over 2 twice, come between the gap, go over the next up, come between the gap, move 1 up, come twice, come between the gap, move 1 up and go round the 2.
Okay.
Over the 2, through the gap between the 2 you've just gone over, and go over the next one up. Mm-hmm. And you're going to do slightly different coming down. You're going to come down 3. The reason I do 3, you could come down 1 and come the other way. Both formats are fine. It gives you the same effect on the front, gives you a different effect on the back. Both are fine. I like going down the 3 when I'm doing something like this because it gives you that extra structure than 1 little loop just to hold it.
Okay.
Then
and it makes for more of a solid piece in the outcome then, doesn't it?
It's exactly the same thing. You're going over 2
and keeping the tensions
twice.
Where I can see that you're pushing them together almost like when you're knitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm pulling reasonably hard on it.
Okay. Yeah, and just to make sure you've got it in place. You almost jigsaw it there, don't you?
Push it together. Come through. So you're always coming 2 and then you come 1 down and then go back up 2. And I'll turn this round so you can see it in a sec. And then the bottom one. So it's almost like you're going over, I'm going over that one. Right, that's done you one complete section, 1 V.
Wonderful.
Okay, so you just repeat that several times.
Could I do that zigzag, that V, in a different coloured wire? Would
Oh,
it have
absolutely,
the same effect?
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just thinking,
you just get a different colour in there, yeah.
It would be pretty, wouldn't it?
You could do 2 wires instead of doing 1
So you
and
could
going over
alternate
twice.
the colours.
You could do 2 wires.
That would be really nice, wouldn't it?
Or do
really
it with
lovely.
with a, especially if you've got 0.25. If you twist them, you could do it with
I
a
was just
twisted
going to
wire.
say, could I? But then I thought you're getting ahead of yourself there, kid.
No.
No, you could.
Yeah, I would. Well, you could do. I would tend to do it with
antique bronze in the
0.25.
pink.
Yeah,
Wire
lovely.
twisted together in that would be lovely.
You see, the antique bronze goes with everything.
It just does, and I think the pink as well. It
Yeah.
makes it just gives it this lovely feel to
Yeah.
it, doesn't it?
So you want to do a few of those. I would say you want to do about that many. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't want to go all the way along straight off because
Why?
you've got to pull these out. Now, when I first did this technique, I must have done about 4 or 5 inches.
Yeah.
And then tried to pull the centre wires out, which is how you get this effect.
Hang on a minute. What have you got to pull out? You've got to pull.
See, that's only got 2 wires, and that's got 5.
Oh my gosh!
So you go round all the
yes.
wires, and then you pull the middle ones out.
You're right.
So if you do too many, you won't be able to pull them out because they're too fixed.
So what do I do then? How do I pick it up halfway through?
So all you do,
do a little
let me,
bit and then
if
what?
I whiz through a couple more.
Yeah.
Where?
So I just pick up those wires that I've snipped off and then carry on and then keep doing that.
Well, you don't snip them off. Hang on,
Oh.
hang on. Ah!
You're just like me.
Right, I tell you what. Let me borrow these wires,
Okay. Oh, what's going on? Okay.
and I'll put them back in here and show you
Okay.
how I did it.
Okay.
Because you can, if you accidentally pull one out too far, you can put them back in if you're careful. So you can feed those back in,
What? And then you can just carry
and then
on.
you'll get the effect.
So take them out as you go and then put them back in at
Yeah.
the edge.
You don't have to take them out. All you want to do is
Wiggle.
see how far that one's gone in. When
Yeah.
you've got about that many, if you gently hold where they're all there and pull it, and then the wire's moved along, so you've only got
don't
it in a
take
couple.
it all the way out.
No, but if
Okay,
it does
right,
come out,
fine.
as you can see, you can put it back in.
Okay.
But then you carry on going. So you only need the 3 middle ones only need to be short bits of wire.
You're so clever.
And you just keep doing that all the way along. But like I say, if you leave it till you've got it, trying to pull those wires out, you'd never manage it.
I don't know.
You'd
How,
never
did
manage
you
it.
think of this, pulling the wires out and keeping it there? What? I've never
Well,
seen anything like it.
like I say, I've seen the other technique done, where you don't even have this one. You pull the whole thing out.
Okay.
So you've just got one base wire and you just get zigzags.
Oh my
And I've
gosh.
seen that before now. And then I was playing around and I accidentally pulled all the wires out, and actually you get left with a really nice zigzag that you can use to fill in.
And then you can like sew it into.
Yeah, you could actually fill that zigzag in there
wow.
with that. Okay, so once we've got that,
It's like, you know, you look at things like this if you're in a shop and you automatically assume, I mean, we have got like little boutique shops, see something on the side and you assume it's so neat, it's so perfect, a machine must have done it. You know, like machine knitting.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
people don't understand
No.
when you go and see things like this that they are made from scratch. Anyway, we
need to-
digress, we must carry on.
right, so that piece will go to the side and we'd stitch later. We then have the gizmo bits. So I've used the narrowest bit of the gizmo tool,
Okay.
and I created 3 lengths.
3 lengths
Three
of
lengths.
gizmo coiling.
I've
Now
got-
remember the gizmo coil we gave to you in a bundle earlier that was exceptional value. We'll try and pop that on the bottom of your screen. $6.95 not only for the gizmo but also for the mandrel and the jig.
Jig. Right, you see, you could do those. You could do those bits mostly on a jig.
Yeah, you could, because you could
Yeah.
just, so you don't need to worry then, do
Nope.
you?
So I've made my 3 gizmo bits.
Okay.
I've then put them on my 0.6. So I've threaded them on a piece of 0.6.
Okay. The gizmo bundle's just about to pop up on your screen, by the way. And you're going through that whole gizmo
Through the
coil
whole, and I threaded all 3 on
0.6.
on 0.6.
On the bundle.
Woo!
Well, hey! Still got your eyes?
Behave yourself, yeah.
Yeah. You ever done that? I have.
So I then put these round the gizmo again, making sure they were really tight at the joins, and I came with this. So that's a gizmoed a coiled
and you
coil.
just literally
sat there exactly the same way as I'd done the one.
How do you attach them though together to one another?
Well, you've threaded them all on the one piece of wire, so they're all on the wire.
Yeah.
And what you do as you come into a join, you make sure that's butted right up against the other one, and you've got the tension as you turn it.
Okay.
So,
and it'll stay.
Yeah, if you've clamped your gizmo down or got someone else to hold it, it's a lot easier because you can use two hands, one to keep the gap and one to
keep the tension.
Keep the no gap.
Okay.
So we then get left with this. I'm now going to put it on a piece of 1 mil.
Okay, and that'll go through the 1 mil, even though you've got the 0.6 through there as well.
Yeah, but the 0.6 is through these coils that have then been coiled. So
and then you've coiled on that, haven't you? Yeah. Okay.
So we're just going to thread that
a new loop to coil through.
Through the centre of there.
Yeah. And
we're going to coil that. Again. That's to get that one.
Get curly coils.
Yeah. To do the boys, I stopped at that. I did these the same.
Yeah.
But I then used the larger mandrel to coil to this stage. So you've got sausage. A chunkier sausage.
Yeah.
And I then put a coil through and a 1 mil.
Okay.
To give it,
so very
just like I've done this.
Similar, but not it's entirely the same.
It's to make it less girly. Lacy, less girly. I wanted something that was little boy. Not that little boys can't have lacy things. So, and I haven't got me other bit, so it's going to be a little bit fiddly. So then you're going to coil this one, and that's how you get the lacy bit. So if I...
This is triple gizmoing, this is. Wow, look at that. This would make cool gizmo hair as well if you like to make wire work people.
Yes.
Which will be, of course, within the fairy tale, there will be a fairy tale king and queen. So you might want to remember this technique.
So we've now got a coiled coil, which is what we've done on the necklace, the two little bits. I did two individual ones for the bits on the necklace.
I popped it on the side. Are these easy to cut if you want to?
Yeah, you need to cut that bit, and then yes, you can cut them.
You better I'd
be tempted to sort of do it in lengths, and when you've got to long enough, then snip it and then start another one.
Okay.
You can cut them, but it gets a bit messy.
Yeah.
So then with the ends, I've coiled that, and I shouldn't have. We're literally just going to curl it round, and I've done this really quickly. So I would feed that through there, but you'd need to trim it to hold it in place.
And then anchor it in how?
Yeah. You don't need to anchor it
it'll stay
very far. Yeah. Because you're going to stitch it down.
Oh, right, okay. It's not going to come undone anyway. You just need to tuck them away then, do you?
Yeah.
So just tucking in, and you can snip it if you want. You just need enough to tuck.
I'm just trimming off the ends.
Okay.
Do them a little bit tidier than I've just done them. Okay, and then you'd push your ends down the corresponding bit, and because I've got a bent wire and I'm trying to rush, they will, trust me, they will go down the inside, and then you end up with your circle.
Fantastic. We've just been, we've just had a telephone call from management, and our head buyer Hannah Roxbury has just allocated more pink wire because it was in a shipment that has come into the building today because it's Sunday. It wasn't put on the system, which is why there was a little tantrum going on earlier on. There are 45 more bundles that have just been allocated, so if you want it, come and grab it. I know a lot of you missed out, so please be quick. Okay.
Right, so when we've got our coil, we've now got all our bits. We can now put it together. Oh no, we haven't got the base bit.
Where is it? Where is it?
We had two more coils.
Oh, the twirly whirlies.
The twirly whirlies, and all I've done, and I know we're running out of time, is push that down. I did it with 0.6 actually, to give myself a bit more flexibility. Twisted them together to hold it, and then twisted them
by hand.
By hand, you could clamp that in your twister tool, and you could do it, but you only want a fairly loose. Yeah,
you want to keep them. You want to keep that nice loose curl, don't you?
And just twisted it.
That's a nice bracelet, just like that.
Well, absolutely. Most of these components you can use in jewellery.
Yeah.
Very easily.
Beautiful.
So you twist that round, and that then gives you the little
That
bit,
brim.
the bumper, for
Yeah.
want of a better word. Just round there.
The bumper of the booty, just here.
That bit.
The edging here and here on the
There
brim.
you go. Right, so now we've got all our bits. We're now going to build it. I started off by stitching that onto there, and these bits that I've trimmed where we had the all the excess,
Yeah, yeah.
are literally, all you're doing is going through a gap
Yeah. With 0.4?
with 0.4. So you'd go through the gap and up through the gaps you've left here. Okay?
Uh-huh.
And I'm sorry, we're rushing this bit. We'll go through the
We can
stitching.
do it.
We'll be
We'll do
doing
it
the
after the
stitching
break.
again with that.
I don't want to rush
so
you because there's so many people watching and
Yeah.
so many people wanting to get this, so we won't rush it. We will, in fact, continue
Well,
after the break.
the
with
stitching
that,
technique is exactly the same as we're going to use in the second demo.
which is for the
So,
rattle.
for the rattle. And you're literally just stacking them one on top of the other.
So now it's coming together because we're stacking on top of another, and we're going to use that stitching technique with 0.4 wire, and it just starts to all come together. Start to stitch them together, and the finished stitch work will become the booty. So the base, you've got the coil, you've got the zigzaggers, you've got the 3 loops that you beaded on,
Yeah.
and then you've got the curly gizmo. All you need to do is stitch all the components together to create the finished booty. Perfect. Keep those text messages coming. Lots of you got questions for Alison. So it's 60777 James Studio, followed by your message. You can do it online with the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Don't go anywhere. We've got more fabulous bundles for you. More importantly, more Alison after this.
Come and join guest designer Laura Binding on our intermediate wirework course. The aim of the course is to enhance your wirework skills and take your designs to the next level. You will learn more advanced weaving and binding techniques which you can incorporate into your jewellery. The full course includes a selection of gauges of wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, a copy of the Wirework Tutorial DVD Edition 3, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and chance to meet the presenters, and a visit to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just £79.95. To book your place, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy to follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
We all know that you need the right tools for the job. So here at Jewellery Maker, we have developed our very own tool set just for you. In this larger set, we have provided more tools to help you develop your jewellery making skills even further. The kit includes wire cutters, a bead reamer with replacement tips, an awl, tweezers with a scoop, a sliding gauge, a snip, and all the essential pliers you will need. All of this is yours for just $15.95, neatly presented in a carrying case with an embossed Jewellery Maker logo. Stay tuned for more advice, tutorials and demonstrations of jewellery making. We provide the tools, you provide the skill.
Welcome back. We got luxury for less before we continue with the wonderful Alison. Now, we've got for you some very beautiful gemstones. I'm going to start with some yellow sapphire that I launched just last week on the morning show. Now, we thought it was important because so many of you today have tuned in to make Mother's Day pieces with the wonderful expert help of Alison, but also for those new baby pieces. So you are going to want to incorporate very special gemstones. Now, Alison could easily have used this yellow sapphire in place of the rose quartz. Yeah. A very luxurious strand. Oh, yes, she said. September's birth gemstone as well.
Is it?
So that would be a great one if you are expecting a new arrival. Also yellow, perhaps you don't know the sex of the baby, so you want to go yellow. It would be a good idea, wouldn't it? What colour wire would we use? Maybe chartreuse? Gold, of course, gold wire, of course. Gold wire, of course. So I'm going to give to you a precious strand of yellow sapphires. If you do a web search now, very high-end jewellery, see what you're finding with yellow sapphires. Kirsty's on the ball doing that right now. I think you might see some collections from Jean Schlumberger, from Elsa Peretti. Maybe you've got some gorgeous Paloma Picasso jewellery that's on your wish list. Maybe it's a Chanel piece that's on your wish list. You know, there are so many wonderful designers out there incorporating very colourful, genuine gemstones into their pieces. Because before we started to fall in love with coloured, genuine gemstones, what was the alternative? Just glass beads, synthetic beads. We offer you the opportunity to incorporate gemstones that jewellers have longed for in their coloured gemstone pieces. We are giving you gemstones that are being used by those huge jewellery designers. This yellow sapphire is absolutely splendid. The colour is perfect. The glow, that internal glow, that display of light, that refraction just beaming through each gemstone. The facets, everything about this strand is definitely making me smile. Is it you? The sunshine being captured inside this sapphire. Literally reflection, the reflection on my hand. I thought, what's that? Oh my gosh, there's a reflection on my hand of this incredible gemstone. Yellow sapphire is a gemstone that's, well, it's high end, isn't it, sapphire? It's like, you know, yellow diamonds, yellow sapphires, champagne diamonds, just something to aspire to, something to wish for, something to keep forever and treasure in your collections. Everyone knows sapphire, don't they? BYG Z92. Alison, is there a place for genuine gemstones that are precious in your pieces?
Oh,
even
yeah.
if they're not jewellery?
I've actually bought that when you launched it.
Did
I haven't
you?
seen it yet.
Oh.
It's sitting over there.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Now tell me why you bought it, what you've got in mind.
Well, I can't tell you too much because it's coming up on a project near you.
On a project near you? Come on, spill a few beans.
Next time I'm here.
You're going to be using this strand?
I've used that strand. I might have a different strand with the kit, but I picked that but that's going to be mine to take home.
But I don't want to use a different strand. I want to use the same strand that you've used.
Yeah, if you can get it.
I want the same jewellery. I want the same piece that you've done. So if I want to do that, I need to get this strand.
It's not a piece of jewellery, and it's definitely Easter related.
Because it's that daffodil yellow, isn't it?
It is daffodil yellow. It's beautiful. Is
it a chocolate box?
No.
Is it chocolate related?
I'm not telling you, you'll spill the beans. It would. I tell you what, that would have been perfect for a daffodil yesterday for St David's Day.
Yes, it would have, wouldn't it?
Beautiful to keep it as a brooch.
You get that every
gorgeous?
year. Oh, gorgeous. I tried to learn how to say it, but I was rubbish at Welsh. BYG Z92. If you want to be able to create the exact same piece of art, I'll call it, because it's not going to be a piece of jewellery, that Alison is going to be giving you on which date? The 13th, is it?
The
15th, isn't it?
The 15th.
And that's with me again, isn't it? Okay, good. So I'm going to be here with you. BYG Z92, 15 carats of the gemstone that Alison is going to be using in a future project. Stay tuned, grab it now. Make sure you're with us on the 15th. Hit the ground running with a precious gemstone strand. We're going to have an Easter show, so make sure you don't miss out on that. And you've got the strand that Alison's got if you like to do exactly as Alison has done. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. It is going to be a considered purchase. I'm not going to make any bones about it. This is a strand that Alison has bought for her own collection and has already got design ideas in mind that she will not share with us. As much as I've probed her, next time I'll bring the cattle prod. 0800 644 655. You will give me the gossip.
I've been planning this
ready?
for 6 months.
You've been what, sorry?
Planning this for 6 months.
Have you?
Well, longer actually. Last summer I came up with this idea and that. Can't wait.
So this is an idea that's been a lock and key. This is a secret. This is a design. This is an amazing occurrence that's going to be happening on the 15th.
Hopefully.
You need to get this.
Well.
You've got to get this strand, because believe me, it'll go, and you won't be able to get it, and then you'll be gutted. Could you create jewellery that you get valued out of this strand? I think so. Huge tick for that.
Oh, yeah.
You can shop with the knowledge that you do have that 30-day money-back guarantee, and that will run over Alison's show. £29.95 for a genuine strand of sapphire. I said it was a considered purchase. I meant in reflection to JewelleryMaker price tags, not the price tag for sapphire across the world. Isn't this incredible value? Don't you just think, you know, you've got that backup of the 30-day money-back guarantee. It's luxury for less. Yellow and orange sapphire are particularly hard to get hold of right now. At $29.95, you should definitely grab this one with both hands. Do not miss out. Later on, I'm going to be bringing you, well, in fact, in a minute, the green sapphire. Don't these look beautiful together, Alison?
Beautiful.
Oh, I love that. Look at that now.
Little delicate flowers. Just make little delicate flowers and stems and leaves.
How perfect would that
Bit
be?
of gold wire.
Oh,
Or even any colour wire, actually. You could do it with the chartreuse.
don't they look high-end?
Beautiful.
Now, I'm going to give you the green in a moment. Right now, I've got some tourmaline for you. I love this strand. I think I launched this strand, didn't I? Because it reminded me of rhubarb, because you've got the rhubarb green and the rhubarb pink.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you think that? Look at that green. Look at the colour.
Beautiful.
Now, I remember the price tag of this, and it's the lowest price strand of tourmaline I think I've ever done in a quality like this. Now you've got black tourmaline, you've got pink tourmaline. Doesn't that look like rubellite to you? I'm going to show you the pink tourmaline. Here is a typical strand of pink tourmaline in the middle here. That really lovely pale pink. Rubellite is the red version of tourmaline. It's very expensive in jewellery. Very, very expensive. Look at that colour. I think it's verily rubellite. Verily rubellite. You've got such variety of colour. The variation is mind-blowing. I love these greens. You've got some really fresh greens in here, but some really deep forest greens, very dramatic. You've got almost Paraiba bluey greens in there as well. I mean, tourmaline is such a wonderful gemstone for giving you that huge diverse range of the colour spectrum. You've got so many different colourways in this strand. And the shards, those wonderful shards, you can almost feel how these have grown. You can almost imagine these forming, can't you, because of that natural structure that you're seeing. I think this is a mesmerising strand. What about this kind of texture, Alison? Because we know you don't always create jewellery, you create structure
jewellery
pieces.
as well,
but you do create outside of that. Where would you put this? Is it a jewellery strand for you? Is it to go in the little trinkets?
That would be a jewellery strand for me. Something contemporary where you've got some. I'd mix that with some nice rounds, and then you get the shard bits coming out.
Ooh,
great,
yeah.
and you have the contrast. But I put them with non-faceted rounds, so that you get the smooth and then the rough. And I'd do a mark on that, and I'd graduate it, so you get the nice colour going round.
I almost think like you'd feel obliged to graduate it. Now, I don't normally colour graduate, mainly because I'm lazy, but I would. There are some strands you just think, I've got to. It's worth the extra time.
Yeah.
I think this is going to shock you, this price tag, actually, because tourmaline of this quality is never $6.95. Is it? Price is most certainly not a reflection on the quality of the gemstone strand. This is October's birth gemstone, one of them, tourmaline, URR U62. Put it with your wire, maybe your 0.25 or your 0.4 wire, give it a twist. What about in your tree of life? If you've never used tourmaline before, come and grab it. This is a try me price tag, an open basket. If you did shop with us this morning with the wonderful Lucy, and you're still shopping with us today, 1 p.m. all the way up until midnight tonight. We've got egg coming up for you later on. So all the way up until midnight tonight, or is it Ali? It is Ed, at $6.95. So please stay tuned and keep on putting things in those baskets. Check out each time. Don't worry, you won't be charged any more than 1 p.m. URRU62 0800 644 655. Stay on the phone lines. Very good quantity of this at a very, very good price tag. Well done. £6.95, Alison. Prices like that, it's just
very good. Very, very good. And it's lovely, that. It's unusual. But the colour, you can see the colour from over here.
Do you sell your jewellery on, Alison?
I do.
You do? Or your trinket? What do you do? Your structured pieces?
The structured pieces I've only done on commission. I'm starting to sell those. The jewellery, yeah, I sell the jewellery on in a few places.
So this could be a potential good profit maker at £6.95.
Well, tourmaline is such an expensive thing to have, and that's a cracking price.
It's not an expensive strand, is it? No. £6.95. Definitely worth stocking up with that one. Now, I've got to move on to my iolite. Now, we had the little boys' booty collection earlier with the rounds of iolite. Well, actually, we gave you all three, the pearls and the rounds of iolite. This one's going to work really nicely in incorporation with that, in conjunction with that. Now, have a look at the colours. They're like inky blues. Do you remember when you were at school and you used to have ink that you used to pour into your pen? Really beautiful, deep indigo, isn't it? Indigo jeans, says Kirsty, who's my producer and also a jewellery maker. These aren't just for the edging. Now, you can see with these rondelles, the way they're placed on the strand, it was fabulous faceting around the edges, but actually they've got wonderful faces to them as well. If I open up that strand and show you, now they could almost be buttons, couldn't they? And actually now you're thinking, oh, well, that'll look nice with a head pin through it. Nice gold ball head pin, or one of the flat gold hearts, and those could be stud earrings, or those could be pendants, or those could be going in the button style bracelets. Really pretty. And such a gorgeous colour. You've got that. It is almost like an indigo jean blue, isn't it? Definitely inkwell blues. XQRU96 is your item code. Historically important iolite as well. At £12.95, you have got yourself some sparkle, some deep colour. Historically important because this was used by the Vikings to see ships. Got polarising quality in it, and you look through it and they could see the they could see the sun through the clouds. Yeah. Kirsty, you're trying to finish my story for me in there. It's like, oh yeah, I know this story. I'm like, well, she changed it in my ear. Is that what you said? Have a look. Do you like that story? I like that story. My son's doing the Vikings at the moment. Yeah, so we're all Viking mad in the house. It's about to move to Shakespeare, so forgive me if thou does speak like this lately. Now I'm going to give to you. Number 7, yeah? Now, oh! Have you had dogtooth amethyst before?
Yeah.
Well, this is like it. It's bicoloured amethyst. Oh my gosh.
Stunning.
It looks like, it's kind of a mystical strand, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's got that, you know, have you ever, I know that a lot of people don't believe in this kind of thing at all, and it's something that some people love and some people don't. You know how you ever go to past a crystal healing shop? These are exactly the sort of things you see dangling. And I think that it's just because they have this sort of ethereal look about them, don't they? They have this sort of fantasy, amazing look about them. And you can, do you know what? You can appreciate nature so much more. No Scots were harmed in the tumbling of boxes just then. Are you all right, my love? Good. Don't worry, I'm as accident prone as the most long-toed person in the world, so have a look. I think my toes are too long. That's why I trip over all the time, I've decided, yeah. Now, have a look.
I love that strand.
At this. Can you see those stripes? Look at that. Can you see how? And do you know what's fascinating to me, Alison, and everybody? This actually occurred naturally in that mine.
Yeah.
And we're so lucky to have it in a drop like that. This piece here, so perfect. And we're so lucky to have it. I mean, I do think we get complacent. This isn't glass, it's not dyed. No. This is natural. Look at that, look at how the colour almost bleeds into. Can you see how it almost sort of starts to fade away? Really deep, and then it just seems to just spread out. And oh, I love it. Look at that. This is a very, very pretty strand. Earrings, pendants. It's going to be, oh, the other way up in tiaras, princess crowns. Look at that, look.
It's gorgeous.
It just reminds me of those crystal healing shops so much. There's something so special about these. And I apologise massively if that's the sort of thing you can't bear, but you know, they do happen and they are there, whether you like it or not. But these are, I mean, undeniably, these are absolutely striking, aren't they? Look at the bleeding of colour, look at the striping, look at the way this is a natural formation. These are also faceted, they're top drilled, so they make the most incredible flowers. Think about where you're going to put these in your design. A little bit of wire coning at the top, perfection. NZR U03, you have 145 carats. They're 20 by 7 to 40 by 8 on the graduations, and they're an 18 centimetre tassel strand at only $17.95. Now I'm going to count those individually, because if you are shopping to create jewellery that you then sell on, you might want to know exactly where your profit margins might be heading. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on your strand. So you've got 4 pairs of earrings, you've got 8 pendants perhaps. You could make that 5 petal flower. And you'd have some left over, of course. There's lots of scope for your design here. Remember, amethyst, February's birth gemstone, a gemstone that we've known about for thousands of years. It's mentioned in the Bible. You know, that's how long we've adored this gemstone for. Very, very limited. At $17.95 with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Perfection. Now I'm going to give you some zircon. Now this is such an important gemstone, a striking gemstone. Let me just say, before I even go any further, cubic zirconia, get that word out of your head, zircon, totally not associated. Cubic zirconia is a copy of wonderful zircon. Zircon is the oldest gemstone known to man. They had to rewrite history because of zircon. When gemologists when gemologists had a look at zircon, looked at its makeup, broke it down, they realized that it had actually taken longer to form than we believed the earth to be. So history books were rewritten because of this wonderful sparkling gemstone. I think out of all gemstones, it's going to be the most mistaken for diamonds because they are that sparkly. In this case, you've got a lot of strawberry tones and you've got a lot of champagne tones. Can you imagine a strawberry and champagne strand of diamonds, how much that would cost? This is a strawberry and champagne strand of beautiful zircon, the birth gemstone, one of them for December along with turquoise. Look at that sparkle, absolutely exceptional, not faceted yet still giving us that incredible refraction, that wonderful, look at that, isn't it stunning? What about dropping these? Let the light move around them. Just cluster them in a ring, cluster them up, I think, make them dance, that strawberry and cream look. And you'd do that with 0.25 wire, wouldn't you? What about twisting these on a gizmo coil? We just saw how to do gizmo coils. Kirsty's thinking these could be in gents jewellery. I'm thinking they're very feminine, but Kirsty's thinking either. You think you could cross the border?
Yeah, definitely.
And you think so too?
Yeah, definitely you could.
I love that, I love it. Strawberry and cream zircon. I could go on and on about this. $6.95. Unbelievable. This is a genuine strand. I just spoke to you about cubic zirconia and said don't get them confused. And now I give you this price tag. Well, I can see how you easily would be confused. This is a genuine gemstone. You will see zircon in some of the most outstandingly beautiful jewellery, really expensive jewellery, zircon. You know, diamonds are only mega popular because of that huge De Beers campaign, aren't they? About diamonds being forever and becoming becoming the engagement gemstone. Are they any more beautiful than the strand you're seeing right now? Strawberry and cream zircon at just $6.95. We are buzzing busy on the phone lines. Please don't forget to check out your baskets if you are shopping online with us. 0800 644 655 is the way to do it on the telephones. This is gorgeous. Well done to everybody who's got their $6.95. Unbelievable. Now, let me give you that green sapphire because a lot of you have asked for it. So I'm going to put this with my yellow sapphire, and if you bought the yellow sapphire, I will definitely advise you to twin them up. There's just a few left of that yellow sapphire, so if you want it, now's the time to come in and grab it. You're only going to pay 1p, and please don't forget, you've always got 30-day money-back guarantee. Now, if you want to create jewellery that you would love to get valued. So many of you have decided now, right, I want to do some jewellery, I want to get it valued, because a lot of our customers are doing that, and you're perhaps seeing all these wonderful positive emails and texts that we're getting. You know, people are saying, oh my God, gosh, I got it valued for hundreds and hundreds of pounds, and you're thinking, I want to do this. Then grab one of these gorgeous strands. I'm going to give you the green. You can see the yellow amethyst is, amethyst sapphire is there as well. Now sapphire, like I said, such an important gemstone, not just historically, but you know, actually out there now in the jewelers, the big jewelers, the high-end jewelers. I think you'd very much, that every single high-end jeweler you go and visit now will have sapphire collections. I think, you know, you will find green and yellow sapphires in very ornate brooches, very expensive ornate brooches. I remember seeing a Jean Schlumberger brooch for £45,000, and it had opal and it had a bit of sapphire in it and it had some moonstone in it. It was £45,000. It was beautiful, but I can't afford that. No. But do you know, if you are thinking about ornate brooches and maybe a vintage wedding brooch, because these are things that are being created a lot at the moment, I do think these will make stunning earrings. If you're shopping to recreate for profits for your business, I would advise you to perhaps use 4 of these in each ear, so 8 in total in a pair of earrings. And what would you charge for sapphire earrings? £30 would be a very acceptable price on sterling silver, wouldn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me show you 8 gemstones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, I've got way more than 8 there. There you go. That's 8 there. Now let's have a look at the rest of your strand. Could this be a profit maker for you? Isn't it divine? Do you know what? Are you going to be... It's a very bluey green, actually. So very mermaidy, I think. I'm definitely thinking of mermaids. What about adding some labradorite? I did just make that word up. Yes, it is mine. Now, look at that. Sometimes you just need that extra word in the dictionary, don't you? Look at that faceting, look at that sparkle. It's beautiful, it's exceptional, and the most important thing is eye-catching. Are you going to be creating wedding jewellery? This has got to go in that tiara, hasn't it? It's got to go with those pearls in those earrings. Stunning. Remember, Alison has already got the yellow sapphire, and I can see she's going all puppy dog eyes over this one as well. I'm going to give you a price tag, and then I'm going to badger Alison and tell me exactly why you're going all gooey puppy eyes over this one. At just £44.95. Go and research green sapphire. It's a very, very expensive gemstone on the market out there in the big high-end jewellers. We are seeing pieces for thousands and thousands of pounds. Now it's your turn. It is your turn to create those high-end pieces. It is your turn to maybe use gemstones that you only ever thought were for jewellers. They're for you, the jewellery maker, as well. Did you ever believe in your life that you would be able to grab strands like this first hand and put them into your jewellery without actually just recycling, upcycling old jewellery or broken jewellery? You get it first hand. You get to be the main inspirer of the designs with a strand like this. Alison, a privilege to have a strand like this in our collections.
Oh, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And with some little seed pearls, like you say, on the 0.25 wire, all twisted up, but make quite a mass of them. Oh. So lots and lots of them, and you get that sparkle and that luxury.
Pearls and I, like that we had earlier, Kirsty saying would be beautiful, and I totally agree. This is a very, very high-end strand. Well done to everybody who's on the phone lines. I congratulate you massively because you have just bought yourself one of the most striking strands. I've never seen green amethyst, I keep saying green amethyst because I'm not used to saying green sapphire.
Yeah.
I keep seeing all these expensive pieces, like I said, the brooches and things with this wonderful gemstone. I'm not used to seeing green sapphire here at JewelleryMaker. This is the only strand of this exact colour I've ever seen, and I just think what a privilege, what an utter privilege, what an absolute beautifully put together strand. It is gems of distinction, of course. It will come wonderfully packaged in the gems of distinction packaging, which you can use if you're going to create a bracelet or going to create a necklace. You can use, of course. It's got that lovely window on it too, so if you're going to create jewellery and present it in the box, you know, it is a very high-end strand. We're very busy on the phones. We're so busy that our Kirsty went to put everybody's names on, and you all went brum, and it went woof. So don't worry, you can still get this. It's on the phone lines, 0800 644 655. We've only got small amounts left, but it is still available, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Now, let me show you. Can I show you the yellow sapphire with this again? The strawberry and cream zircon is still available as well, so please come through quickly. I want to make something like that together. Gorgeous, Alison, isn't it?
Absolutely. Put that yellow with the zircon, or put the zircon in the mix of that. Beautiful.
Zircon with all of these, or just with the yellow?
Could do. Just with the with either of those strands. First. I'd do it with either of those strands, to be honest. But with the
really
yellow,
makes
look
it
at
zing. Look at this.
Gorgeous.
Oh, Alison, she's not just a pretty face. Look at that. Oh, I love it.
That's nice. That.
Now I've got some gorgeous new strands coming up for you. I have got the most beautiful. Now this isn't green rutile quartz, is it? It's moss preonite. I love preonite. Do you know, I think it's got, if you've ever had a grape peeled for you, you'll know what that kind of clarity don't you think it looks like a peeled grape? With a man in a loincloth peeling grapes, feeding them to you. Does that happen to me? No, of course it doesn't. In my dreams, yes. Look at that. No, I get all sorts. I get other things happening to me, like takeaway deliveries in the pond. Yeah, Rainbow moonstone. I love this shape, Kirsty, as well. They would make the most amazing look, imagine this, the other way up. Imagine we put a mirror in it. It's the other way up. A crown, tiara, ice queen wedding, and I'd do some amazing swirls of wire. I say I would do it. I'd ask Alison to do it. Huge swirls, just woo, all over the place. Amazing crown. Do you know what? Don't go anywhere because we're back with Alison. We're going to make that rattle. I know you're chomping at the bit for it, so it's coming up after this.
Come and join in the fun with international art clay instructor Natalia Coleman as she teaches you the basics of making personalized rings from silver clay. During the course of the day, you will learn how to create your own rings, add texture and decoration, finishing and polishing, and how to add color to your finished piece. The full course includes use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, a chance to meet our presenters, and have a chance to visit our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just $99.95. To book your place, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. JewelleryMaker, bringing out the designer in you. JewelleryMaker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Here at the Genuine Gemstone Company, we are happy to announce that our studio store is now open. If you attend any of our courses, you can now browse through special items, get exclusive discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Become an exclusive customer at the studio store. For more information on available courses and dates, please contact our call centre. The new studio store. The experience just got better.
You can make your own caul using the bead reamer from the toolkit. Take a length of wire. Holding your reamer, firmly anchor the wire onto the handle. Then wrap the wire around the reamer until you have the desired length. Snip off any unwanted excess.
Tune into Jewellery Maker every day at 5 p.m. for our Miss It, Miss Out show, where we'll have 4 hours of jam-packed deals, including clearance offers, end of line, last in stock and low, low prices. The Miss It, Miss Out show, only on Jewellery Maker.
Get involved with Jewellery Maker by sending the studio a message during our live hours. You can send a text to 60777 and start your message with JM Studio, or alternatively, go to our website and click on Watch the Live Show, simply type your message into the box and press send. Make sure you stay tuned in case your message is read out. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Oh, Alison is putting up. Look at what Alison's made. You are going to get. We haven't shown you this yet today. We're gonna show you in brief how to do this. We're going to give you a talk about it. Now we're going to give you the gemstones. We're going to give you the wire. How wonderful is this cuff? We've literally, in the break, all we've done is talk about this bracelet and what it could be. It could be the beginning of a buckle. It could be a belt. We were thinking about corsets and everything. We're all going wild, us girls. Have a look at the gemstones that Alison has used. Now, is this opal?
It is. It's Peruvian opal. Isn't it gorgeous?
Alison, what a bundle. So these are the seedy beads.
Yeah.
For the booty. I've got these seedy beads for the booty.
So the pink and the blue were in the booties. The blue made the little bow.
Wonderful. Yes, so we've got those strands. So if you're doing the booty, you need this. If you want to create the bracelet that Alison has done, you need the amethyst and the opal as well. I'm going to give you 4 strands for one exceptional price tag. You are going to get the opportunity to be seeing how Alison's done the rattle. I've got the gemstones for the bracelet and the booty for you. Aren't these amethysts beautiful?
Stunning. So clear. They were gorgeous. Absolutely.
Peruvian opal as well. I mean, you're treated.
I know.
I'm excited for you. Do you ever think, oh, I'll save some of them?
Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah, well, I would. I'd be like, I'll have some of them.
I tend to think I'll go and buy some.
Alison, Alison, just the facets as well.
I know.
On the
even
blue.
down to the little rose quartz are faceted. Amazing.
I'm going to give you the price tag for a strand of beautiful Gems of Distinction Peruvian opal, one of October's birth gemstones. I'm going to give you also in that price tag a stunning strand of amethyst, blue quartzite for the blue booties, and rose quartz. These are smaller. These look like 2 mil.
I'd say they're about a 2 mil, yeah.
2 mil and 3 mil. Perfect for your beading work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect for your symmetrical beading and your loom and all of that lot. So you've got 4. Now, look at the gloss. These are glowing. I love this. This colour combination is just spot on. Did you choose these?
No, and I would never have put those two together.
Oh, I love them
ever.
together.
In fact,
and aren't they beautiful?
And I mixed them all up and I'm like, wow, that's lovely.
It's so lovely when something like that happens, isn't it? So your website, what is that all they are? That's the web price. I pay that for the opal. Again, here's an opportunity to get your, please download your certificate of authenticity, get this valued. It's Peruvian opal. Go and create with it and get it valued. What a striking price tag already. That is a blow me down price tag, but you know what? You can knock me down with a feather because we're going even further.
Wow. Wow. I've paid that for Peruvian opal on its own very easily.
I can't believe this is genuine Peruvian opal, even here on Jewellery Maker. That's a crazy low price tag with a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you want to create the booties, if you want to create this incredible cuff bracelet, and I'm going to show you the 2. Oh, I love those together.
They're great.
Absolutely. Again, mermaidial.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Stunning. Stunning. Perfect. And then you've got the seedy beads there as well. Just perfect.
I mean, you could take the seedy beads and you could actually stitch them into the loops if you wanted to. But I loved the way the wire work looked like that. And it's actually got movement, this wire work, which we were talking about. Which was what led us to belts and corsets. So we're thinking, do actual costumes with this. I mean, it would be wonderful. So I am thinking, if you want to make a Wicked Witch corset, this is the way you're going to be doing it. So that's the castle, the people, the monsters, and the clothes I've got to make.
Yes, and believe me, this is the first time we've worked together. I demand more. Horse, an actual life-size horse.
I'd love to.
Can you imagine?
Oh, fabulous.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Now, we've got limited stock on this night. We are going to give you the blue wire in a bit, are we? In a little while. So you are going to get, I'm just going to give you a little show of it. Have a look. And it's in the bracelet as well. We're going to talk through the bracelet very quickly now. And then you're going to get to see how you make the rattle. We're going to do it in the blue this time. We've got a pink already.
Sorry.
All right. No, don't be sorry for having a cough. Right, so just talk me through very quickly. Well, not so quickly that I can't understand it, though, because I am a bit stupid. So do remember that. I represent the slower of the jewellery makers. I hope. They're probably, I'm probably the slowest one of them all. Have a look. Now, you've got this lovely zigzagging with the... you actually started off thinking that this was going to be a bib-style necklace, didn't you?
Well, it was just going to be quite a simple necklace. Where's the diamond?
You don't do simple,
like
though,
that.
Alison, do you?
That was going to be the necklace, that shape.
Okay.
And I sort of like went, oh, do you know what? That's nice. But you could also make, wouldn't that make a stunning earring?
Just a little bit of them,
A couple of earrings like that.
Yeah.
Big dangly, big
don't you
dangle earrings.
Back off, Jade, they're mine.
So that, and then I sort of put it, and I was just playing with it, and I went, oh, I like that.
Isn't it lovely?
I could make that into a cuff.
Yeah.
So that's where I went with it. All it is back to the scrolls
back to
again.
the same scroll. So we're using this technique very often, you'll see, and we are also going to be using this technique in the rattle.
Yeah.
So these are all sort of marrying together. Once you learn a certain design and technique, you can start to just put it, think, oh, in an earring, just start. Actually, Alison, we were just throwing ideas. We're doing idea tennis earlier, and we're all throwing ideas at each other for how wonderful this would be in corset weaving and things like that. So, the possibilities are only as limited as your imagination. And by the way, I've got a big imagination.
Good, so have I.
For you.
So have I. So the thing about this is they're all the same size. That didn't mean I got a ruler out and measured them all. I made one, undid it.
This could be where the jig comes into play if you're not very good at eye measurements.
You could start those on a jig.
Sorry, my chair's rather squeaky.
So once I'd undone it and I've got my length, I basically cut each one. I snipped lengths that long.
Yeah.
And then just made it into a scroll.
How long do you reckon that is? In old centimetre O's?
That's a centimetre, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hang on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 7 centimetres.
Okay, and we're using 1mm, aren't we?
We're using 1mm wire. And I literally just made it into my scroll. I won't bore you with that because we've done that. Yeah. And then I was just playing with them, and I do patterns.
Do you lay it out before you stitch it together?
I did for this because I wanted to make, what I did with these, I tried to make from the booties and the rattle, jewellery that used the same techniques. So the necklace I made earlier was all with the coils. The pearls were coiled. Yeah. That was just a coil. So that was all coils, and this was just using the scrolls. I tried to sort of say, well, okay, I've used the techniques in the structural piece, but you can use them in jewellery. With the idea that I wouldn't get so rushed, however. I kind of failed with the booties.
I like the idea where this all flows. I think that's my fault because I gossiped with you too much. So this time I will try not to do that.
So literally, I started laying them out like that. Yeah, you can see that from the overhead. And you just build it up. So you start putting them, you stagger them. You're putting it in the gap, you put the next one in the gap, and you stagger it down. And I did It's 4, isn't it?
So this helps with the zigzagging now,
yeah,
doesn't
and
it?
then that's and you shape the zigzagging, so you can see you start there, you go down and down, and I stopped on 4 and then started coming back up again and zigzagged it around.
And how did you weave the gemstones on? Is that a separate piece of wire?
These wire bits, I used the 0.6 for this.
Okay.
It gives it a little bit more rigidity than the 0.4 would be, and it gives it that, you know, you were saying it's quite flexible,
yeah,
but it's stronger than the 0.4 would be. You could do it with the 0.4, but it went really easy with this, and you've only got to do a couple of loops. So it's exactly the same way as we stitch. Are
you putting a certain amount of gemstones on, looping, gemstones looping, and manipulating the wire
on
around?
the top?
Yeah, sorry.
I'm
not
thinking
for your links.
The 0.6 is on the links.
0.6 is on the links.
This
and what
was
is
0.4.
0.4 on the top, and you are literally grouping and looping.
Put them on, went over one, and just, hang on. Oh, I haven't got them threaded on. I got my 0.4.
Yeah.
Wrapped it round the base.
Yeah.
Threaded on a certain amount of beads. Wrapped it through there a couple of times. Threaded on the next lot of beads. Anchored it, thread it on the next piece, anchored it, and just went along. Just thought it wasn't all floppy and higgledy-piggledy.
Like an amazing crown as well, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
They just keep coming, I'm sorry.
I still like the idea of putting it on a piece of the leather and having that as a belt.
Yes, perfect. Be amazing.
Place that on the leather. Be nice. But that, you could take that anywhere. Necklaces, earrings.
It's just gorgeous. Your gemstones are on your screen at the moment. Sorry, Kirsty, if you just said that to me in my ear, I didn't quite hear you. Your gemstones are on your screen at the moment. There you go. Here they are, £17.95 for your Alison Tarry Designer Inspiration Collection. We're very busy today. Remember, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, and get dialing for this one. Now, without further ado, we are going to get on with the rattle. Now we're going to start the rattle in blue. I am going to give you your wire very shortly. Let's just give you a little refresher. If you are thinking baby, now my sister's about to have my first nephew, which I'm very excited about, and he's going to be born at the end of March, so we're all very, very excited. Oh, I've just realised his birthday will be aquamarine, so I can fill it up with aquamarines.
You could.
Yay! Now have a look. We've got the pink version. We're going to do the blue for you as well. I might steal him and bring him in one day.
Oh.
Let's do that. Shall I do that? Yeah. Have a look at what you're going to be creating. So the ornamental rattle. If you've ever seen, it's very Victorian, isn't it? Have you ever seen Nanny McPhee? Yeah. Aggie's rattle. And that mean one comes along. You need to see Nanny McPhee. Aggie's rattle, that's what you've made. Now, my kids love that. Because saying I had to hide Nanny McPhee because Ruby was watching it 2 times a day. It was driving me mad. Now, where do I start, Alison?
Right, we need a length of wire. That's too small.
What's the length? What's the length of your wire? An arm length, a forearm?
Right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I reckon
8,
you're using
9,
about 50 centimetres, aren't you?
14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, 40 or 50 centimetres of wire.
Let's go longer
50,
rather.
yeah.
Let's go 50. 50 centimetres of wire.
So we have our length of wire.
Okay.
And I used...
Snip.
Can't do it at an
And
angle.
that's 1 mil, isn't it?
This is 1 mil wire because you
Okay.
need the structure. You
Righto.
need to hold the structure.
Okay.
Using my mandrel.
Okay, your mandrel a la the reel of wire.
Yeah, whatever. And you can get different
Most of us have
sizes
got these
depending on how
bobbins.
much wire you've got left on.
I could use a rolling pin if I didn't have
You
one of
could
those.
use a
That'd be
rolling
nice,
pin, a jar, anything that's round really.
Okay, cool.
I use things like this a lot. I mean, the big reels, when they're full, are great for doing a bangle.
A big bangle?
They're a nice size to do a
So
bangle.
don't throw away your empty
Oh,
reels.
no, good grief, no. Good blimey.
Crafters don't throw
Good
away.
blimey.
A crafter's bin is always empty.
That's a wheel on a wagon.
Yeah.
Or a
You're
wagon
so
wheel.
right.
Oh, no.
It is. No, that's different. Now you've got me thinking about chocolate. Oh, no.
Wagon wheels. They're not as big as they used to be.
No, they're not. What is that?
I know. Mars bars, none of them are as big as they
Bovril
used to be.
crisps, what happened to them? They were my favourite. Oh, I loved them. Can't get them anymore.
Ringos.
Ringos.
Did you used to have
yeah.
Ringos?
Yeah. Absolutely. Anything crisp related, of course I did. I'm a bit of a connoisseur of a crisp.
Right, so we've got our loop, and I'm just going to fix it in place with a bit of wire from my bit box. And then bend those because they'll be against the wire.
So this is just an anchor wire. It's not a wire you're going to finish
No.
with. So it could be any scrap wire actually.
Yeah.
Rather than use a new piece, we've got loads of scrap. Use a bit of that, do you think?
All these trimmings, I've got a bit box.
Okay.
I've done a show with you, yeah. Oh, I frequently, everything just goes in a bit box.
In a bit box. Do you have any of them in resin?
No, I haven't played with resin for years.
Oh my gosh, you'll go mad for it.
For years. Well, actually, my other half makes figures, and he.
What kind of figures?
Oh, toy soldiers. He paints toy soldiers.
Does he? How fab!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
Wargame
the museum of the Tarry household. You go in there and there'd be like.
Oh well, he's got his display cabinet, and I've got mine.
Oh, you must open it up.
His and hers display cabinets.
I love it. How funny is that?
So you've got your lollipop.
Yeah.
And that's basically, you want 2 of those to make your dummy. That's it. Okay, we're then going to take. Now I've done them the same size, and I've done 2 rows of them. You don't have to do that. You can again do it random, but what you need to do is support the arch.
So we're actually talking about the S-links that are
so
around
going
here.
round.
Alison has done them the same size, but you can be random. You've just got to be able to support your 2 anchor pieces.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, because I don't know where that one's come from because it's a different size. It's the wrong size. When you put them in, you actually want them to overlap because you want them to stitch like that.
Ah.
So you want them to be.
You want them to
be. Hang on, if I do it that way for the camera, you want them to actually be raised. Yeah?
So by overlapping them, you allow yourself the leverage.
To be able to sew them, you've got to lift them up because if they go flat, they won't work.
Okay. So do I have to watch my tension then as well? I don't want to be too taut with these.
No. You want to be taut because you want them to hold it in the position.
Okay.
So you stitch them in exactly the same way
But
as you stitched all the others.
They'll arch up okay?
They'll arch up fine.
Okay, fine.
Because they.
You'd think it would be the other way around, wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
they're like a pack of cards. They basically start leaning against each other.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you do want them to be nice and strong, otherwise they'll fall.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I won't go through the stitching again.
No, we've done that, but it's with 0.4.
It was with 0.4.
And you are reeling around probably 3 or 4 times. How many times did you do each one?
3 or 4 times.
Okay.
So as you can see from this, and I've scratched
3 or 4 times with 0.4 wire. Let me see, you seem to, 4 actually on all of your links on the pink. 4 times.
It won't be the same on all of them. I'm not that
I think you'll find that you are that thorough, actually, Alison.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, you didn't realise, but you're automatically thorough. She said, oh, I would never have done that. Well, you did. You did.
I don't count them.
It's automatic, you do it in your sleep.
Yeah, probably. So you can see how you get the dome.
So on this one, your swirls are larger on the bottom and smaller on the top.
Yeah, and then I've done the base row.
But on this one, they're the same size, so you could do either. Are they, or are these smaller?
These scrolls, because these scrolls are slightly smaller on the pink one than the ones on the blue one.
Yeah.
You've got a bigger hole in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah,
so on this one,
you see the circle is.
Yeah. So actually, you don't need to worry too much about those scrolls then, because actually you've done You've done the smaller, then the larger, and then the similar size on the pink. So actually, don't worry about it.
I've just done them the same size as you go round. Because I wanted to get the circle in the middle. But you've just got to have that, because that's actually quite firm.
Yeah.
That's what you need. You don't want it to go and
okay,
collapse
you want
in on
it to
itself.
Keep that, right, okay.
So once you've got the round the circle, all you need is a piece of wire. And exactly like we did with the booty, we're just going to form a loop.
And you've got about 30 centimetres, I'd say, actually, there.
Oh, you don't need anywhere near that.
You don't?
That's just because that piece was there.
Was there.
You literally, and because of the different sizes, I can't say how big to do, you need to just squeeze it until you get it to the right.
Oh, okay, your measurement is dependent on this one, so you mirror that one, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Again, you don't have to do them the same. I matched mine. You don't have to. You can do them totally different.
Can you?
You
what,
could
and
do
still
one.
Work out? Okay.
Oh yeah. You could do one side one colour and the other side another colour if you wanted.
Of course you can. Yeah.
You know, you could have a pink and a blue side.
That would be nice. That would be cute. If you wanted.
Yeah, if you had twins.
That. Yay! Oh, they'd fight. You'd have to do 2. It reminds me of an octopus. How it goes down and curls up, doesn't it?
I almost got it to stand up, but not quite. And again, you just stitch it in. It's
So
the,
stitching in
it's the same
again.
stitching in.
With the 0.4 wire,
With the
and then you
0.4.
start to build them up together and then attach them to the base with the 0.4 as well?
Yeah. You do
Okay.
2 of those.
Yeah.
The one thing, if you're going to do them symmetrically, make sure you do opposite sides, because you don't want them to both dome. They both sides dome.
Yeah, okay.
If you're going to do them symmetrically, if you're not, it doesn't matter, because if they're both going the same way, you just turn it round and do it that way.
Okay,
It doesn't
so
matter.
don't worry.
Don't worry at all.
You might start thinking you've done it symmetrically and then decide actually you're not, and then flip
Yeah.
them over, and that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of you are asking for the wire, I'm just hearing, so we're going to give you that now before we move on to the next part. I am going to give to you 0.4. That's a 10-metre reel of 0.4 in the deep blue. You have got your 1 mil in the deep blue. I love this colour. And you've
I
got
think it's stunning.
Isn't it like midnight blue?
Oh,
Isn't it
yeah.
lovely? You've got your 0.6 as well. Great with the highlights, isn't it? So 3 reels, you've got 210 metres in total, YSG C30. Your web price of $50.85 is on screen. And remember, Alison's saying that these go on and on and on.
Absolutely.
And on. Project after project after project. So definitely worth. The pink wire's gone and sold out, so if you were thinking about getting that as well, I'm so sorry it's gone. Don't let the same thing happen to the blue at $39.95. Get it in your stash. You can use any colour with this. You can use whatever your colour preference is. Right now we've got the same colours, the same gemstones, and the same gauge of wire that Alison is using so that you can replicate her pieces if that's what you wish to do, and we all know it is. YSG C30, please don't forget to send your pieces into the Wall of Fame either, because we love seeing them. Absolutely love seeing them. I'm going to leave your. You could get the booty set. You could get all of this out of the wire, couldn't you? The bracelet, the lot.
Yeah,
and
absolutely,
more.
and more. And your corset.
And your corset. I'm
Well,
absolutely desperate.
your corset, not my corset. I might need a couple of rolls.
No, you won't. I love the idea of a wirework corset. It's going to
I
happen.
do. Phenomenal.
Wouldn't it be amazing?
Wouldn't it?
A princess dress with a wirework corset.
Oh my god.
We could do a ball gown show. It will be
There you
great
go.
on our fairy
You could have
tale
it for the
show.
ball. You must be having a ball. Are you having a summer
We
or
will
a
be
winter
having a
ball?
summer ball, won't we? In the yeah.
Oh no, you want it for the winter one. You could go really ice princess for the winter ball.
Well, you've got just under a year, Alison. All right. Now let's hope I don't eat too many
That's a big
cakes between
diet.
now and then. Oh gosh. Yeah, hang on. There's too much pressure. Corsets make you skinnier, don't they? So yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd want to pull myself in with a wirework
Ladies didn't used to
corset.
be able to breathe, did
No.
they? They used to
That's why
pass
they used
out.
to faint a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Right.
Not because they were being pathetic, because they couldn't actually breathe.
No.
Now we're going to leave those on your screen. And well, beauty is pain, and that's what they say, isn't it? And we're going to continue. I will let you know if they sell out. It does look like they are moving that way, so please act fast. Okay, so what are you doing with that pink wire, lady?
Right. Well, I'm only doing it in pink because I've lost the end of my blue.
Yeah,
but it'll show up in pink, so it's
Oh,
easier
okay, better,
it's
even
easier to
better.
demonstrate.
Okay.
Right. All I've done is wrapped it round 3 times.
Okay.
3 or 4 times.
She says, "Oh, I'm not sure 3 or 4." I tell you.
It might have been more.
3. Yeah, it is. It is. You've done. Oh, so you're putting the pearls in.
So
now.
I'm going to put the pearl on now. The
And
one
this
on
is
the
the
top.
outside pearl, not
this
the
is the outside
insiders.
pearl.
I love those because they got a flat bottom
Yeah.
to them, so they sit.
Now you can
perfectly.
either do it so that it sits on top,
Also,
or
it's encased.
you can do it on the underside so it just pokes through. Now
What did you do? That's the
done.
underside,
I've done
yeah.
both. I've done both. One sits on top of
yeah.
that, and one sits underneath.
So here's an underside. Here's an underside.
So it depends
it's
which way you
going
want to
in.
go.
And there's a pokey outie.
It's an innie or an outie.
I love
for a
that.
baby.
Innie or an outie.
Depends what your baby is. This is an innie or an outie.
I don't know if you can tell straight away, can you? Because they wear
I
those
don't know
funny
because they have.
clips, don't
They have. Yeah.
I've got an innie outie.
Have you?
Yeah.
I've
Sorry,
lost mine.
did that make you feel sick? That made you feel sick. You haven't got a tummy button.
I don't know. I've lost it. I haven't seen it for years. Moving swiftly on, you put your thread through.
I love you. I literally am taking you home with me today.
Oh, your food bill will go up.
No, listen, even though I never stop, it's like, I won't tell you what my partner says about me and my daughter because we never stop eating. Thinks we've got worms. Now, well, she said about the belly button. I haven't. I can confirm I haven't. My daughter eats like a man. I'm not even kidding you. She eats the same portions as my boyfriend.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
She burns it off. She goes riding.
It's honestly, Alison.
She does a lot of exercise.
She's 12. She eats like, do you know what she says to me? Eat like a king at breakfast, a queen at lunch, and a pauper in the evening. I'm like, no pauper eats like that. She's got a banquet. She, honestly to God, I don't know what's wrong with her. Seriously, like a beanpole as well. More meat on a toothpick.
Oh, I wish.
Oh.
Right. So once you've threaded it through, and I've attached it to 2 scrolls, you've got it. If you just leave it like that, it'll waggle.
It'll have a bit of wiggle waggle.
Yeah. So all I'm doing is crossing over the back, looping through to stabilise it, and just crisscrossing across the back. And because it's in pink, you'll see it really well on the front where I've done it.
So you're weaving, how many times again? 3?
No, I've only looped it over once.
Oh, okay.
You can just.
Oh yeah, you have.
It's
yeah.
just to help it maintain its place, really.
Okay, just to keep it firm in place.
Yeah.
And actually, the swirls do work as a bit of an anchor point there
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
And if you're pushing it in slightly, they will work to sort of keep it there,
to hold
won't
it.
they?
But you just because it's only on the centre, it will pivot around that centre piece of wire. So I'll not finish it. You just go across 2 or 3 times over the back, and then that pearl now won't move. So when you're rattling it, the other pearls won't push it.
Oh, okay, fab.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you just loop it a few times around to finish it off, and then snip it. I haven't looped it, but... And then that's in place, and then that's your side finished.
So I would then start to fill with gemstones and knit them together?
You do that twice. Remember to put your gemstones in then, and put
them
together.
Otherwise you are doomed.
You've got, well no, you've just got to unpick it, and it's a pain.
Don't do it,
you can unpick it. But,
okay.
And then...
That is the sort of stupid thing I would do. It is. It is, and Kirsty's going, it is. It is the sort of stupid thing
I got halfway and then slipped them through.
Good lad. I bet you decided though halfway. You didn't plan.
No, I had planned to put them in.
And then you were like, rats! I've forgotten to put them in. Oh, good.
I was probably distracted while I was watching TV or something.
Yeah.
Because I work while I'm.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you watch JewelleryMaker while you're working?
I do. Well, actually, I'm terrible because where I sit, I've got my laptop in front of me. My workstation, which gets smaller and smaller and smaller, because I think it's got about 10 reels of wire and God knows what projects on it at the moment, and the telly's there. So I have JewelleryMaker on the laptop, and I have the telly
and Jezza Kyle on the telly, yeah.
Oh, no, I'm at work during the day, so yeah, it's only in the evenings.
Hang on, no, you work as well as to create all of this? Yeah. Do you sleep?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
On a wirework framed bed?
No.
That's the next project coming out. Headboards.
There's a fun. Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. You could go to town, couldn't you?
Yeah.
There's a fantastic photograph that I've seen on Facebook.
Yeah.
And it's wrought iron, obviously proper wrought iron, and it's a beetle. You know, VW. Other cars are available.
Such as a Vauxhall or an Audi.
Yeah. And it's an old style, proper old one. Wow. And it's all wirework. Oh my God, it's stunning. I don't know whether it runs, but there's a bloke sitting in it. Absolutely phenomenal.
Isn't it clever what you can do?
That was quite early on, and that really, if I was only dabbling, that got me hooked.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Go out and search the web then for images.
Oh yeah, but you look at everything. I mean, wrought iron. I mean, Mum calls this my wrought iron work, because if you look this scroll, if you look at wrought iron, you see it in loads of gates, and look at patterns of wrought iron. Stunning, some stunning work in wrought iron.
Yeah, there are.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Very expensive.
And if
as well.
you know, if you want ideas, if you're looking for ideas, look at the patterns they do. Don't take the whole. You know, don't build a fence.
Yeah.
Or to wear around your neck. Well, you can if you want, or you could quite easily put a fence of that around your wrist. But look at it and take a little piece out and think, oh, I could use that style. I could make that out of the wire.
See, it'd be inspired by everything, even architecture and things like that. Be inspired. Alison, your mum does a lot of wire work as well, does she? Or she jewellery makes?
She does a lot of jewellery making. She does do wire work. She does more gizmo than I do.
Yeah. Because you were saying that earlier, actually, weren't you?
Yeah, but no, she does a lot of wire.
So is this a talent that's run through the family, or is it just you and your mum?
No, my sister and my niece are both crafters.
Are they?
Yeah.
What do they do? What kind of crafts do they do?
Oh, all sorts.
Do they?
All sorts, yeah. Jane and Mum started off by doing the seed beads, doing the off-loom weaving.
You know how
phenomenal.
obsessed I am with that. Maybe they should come in then with their looming. Like
Mum sent in her. Oh, she made a
I
load of
think I read
baubles.
something from
She
your
made a
mum,
load of
didn't I?
baubles.
She was fab. Yes, yes.
Those are all the tiny, and I mean, I can't see them.
Yeah.
And then she embellishes them with the bigger beads.
Wow.
But the little ones, I can't see them. Never mind see the holes of the blooming things.
You have to have good. She's got
I
handy
can't.
Andes times 20 then going around them. I would.
Blimey. Right. So when we're talking about stitching, this is what I mean. Literally, you're looping it through
Now you're
just to
weaving
hold
that,
it in one place. Yeah. And obviously with it being pink, you can really see it. But when it's the same colour wire, you don't really see it at all.
Actually, I can't see that at all.
But it is there.
Where is it?
You can't. It is there. It is there.
It's amazing. Well, you can't see it. Isn't it?
Oh no,
fabulous?
I've done this one slightly differently.
Oh, trust me,
Trust
me.
When you're doing the booty, when I'm talking about doing all the bits in the booty, because we didn't
I
get to
can
the
see it there.
stitching
Yep,
bit,
yep.
that's what you're doing, that sort of stitching. You
Okay.
could do that with this. For some reason I didn't.
Okay. You made your life more difficult.
But you can see it there when you really look, when you're looking for it. I mean, it's most obvious around that bit, but that's what you're talking. All these are stitched in that manner. So all the components.
Keep it firm.
Yeah, all those components are stitched like that because we didn't get a chance to really go through that. So when you've layered all your components, just start stitching them.
The weave stitch is what I'm calling it.
And that's what you do.
Okay.
That one I've done.
You've done the 3 up,
yeah,
3
I've done
down.
the 3 or 4, wrap it round.
Yeah.
And that's.
But you can. So you actually, the point is, you could use either.
You could use either. Could quite easily have done that, and it would have actually been a lot quicker.
Yeah. You could have made your life easier.
I could have made my life a lot easier. I don't know why I didn't. But there you go. A lot of these things you think, oh, I could have done it like that. Next time.
Well, listen, I don't think you can improve on perfection anyway. This is perfect.
Don't do perfect.
Well,
I try.
You do.
I try.
You do.
But I don't. Anyway.
Come and live with me for a week and you'll realise how much more perfect you actually are.
You haven't seen my household.
Oh.
We're bonkers. Right, so now we've got our 2 parts together. We're going to do that bit, the stem, the octopus bit.
This is what I said looked like an octopus going down with the curly legs.
Oh no, don't sing, Alison. God, that was terrible.
I always sing when I jewellery make.
It's terrible.
Under the sea.
Right.
In an octopus's garden.
Don't never let us on together again.
I told you with the ant and deck combo.
Morecambe
it is like
and Wise.
Squidward. Yeah.
For those of a certain age who know who Morecambe and Wise are.
No, we need female comedians. Who are they? We're French and
Julie
Saunders.
Walters and
I
French
love
and
them.
Saunders. I'm more
I
than
love
happy to
them.
be French
The
and
wagon
Saunders.
wheel sketch, that's my favourite. Have you seen it where she stuffs? Oh, you can't watch.
Yes. Did you see them when they grew ears?
No.
Oh, they grew. They had ears growing all over them.
I'm gonna go and I'll put it on the searchy thing on the YouTube.
Anyway.
That cracks me up. No, anyway.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Come
Excuse
on,
me.
I shouldn't make you
Gin.
laugh. JewelleryMaker does not condone sipping gin whilst working.
I am teetotal, and that is the truth. I am actually teetotal.
You?
Yeah.
Crikey.
So it is definitely not gin.
Okay.
Right.
You
Back
won't
to the
survive
serious
5
thing.
minutes in my house then. She will. Have a look. I am of course teetotal as well.
It's only because I don't like the taste of most of it.
Don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, you should come round mine for a lovely strawberry daiquiri. You'll soon change your mind.
Right. Where we've got the 2, so those are the top and the bottom.
Okay. Now you're putting your finger in there to separate them. Does it matter which 2 you make? Do you need to take the top?
That's
from
what I
the
was
top
going to
and the bottom
say.
from the
I was
bottom?
going to say, if you, what I've done is to do the weave, I've added in an extra piece.
Oh, an extra pair of legs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I didn't do it to the ones on the same one. I wanted to give it a bit more structure, so I've taken 1 leg from the top and 1 leg from the bottom.
Cross legs over.
Yeah. So that will hold it.
That gives it a
much
bit more
structure,
yeah.
rather than you're always stressing on those 2 which are separate pieces.
And it'll prevent it from all coming undone then, won't it?
Yeah.
In the future, only if it gets played with. I know it's going to be quite ornamental anyway. Put that in a lovely case, it's going to look gorgeous. How would we package that? I think in a beautifully...
On a little stand.
Yeah.
You could have that on a little...
Oh, we'll have to make a little wirework stand.
Oh, you can make a little wirework stand.
Wirework stand, yeah. Little wooden one you were thinking would be
I
nice.
was, only because I've just been down to, like I say, to my father-in-law's, and his woodwork is phenomenal.
He does woodwork. Is there anything your family don't do? The Tarry Empire.
He's made me, it's my birthday next week, and he's made
Is
me...
it?
Yeah.
Happy birthday
Thank
next
you.
week.
He's made me this phenomenal... you know, you've got your little mallets and your the rawhide ones and the things like that for planishing. He's done me a turned wood one, and it's beautiful. Absolute. Thank you, Bob.
It's the perfect marriage.
Stunning. Absolutely
you've
stunning.
married into the perfect household then, haven't you? You're all crafty together.
Well, for the wedding, I did bonsai trees.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wirework ones?
Yeah.
I did see it. Of course, I saw it. Yeah.
For the table centres, and he made all the little stands that they sat on for me. So.
Oh, see, mixing medias again. Mixed mediums.
Yeah.
It works so well. Right, what are you up to, lady?
Right, I'm going to wrap it round.
So we're doing this part here.
Yeah. No, I did that after. I'm doing this part.
So where are you starting then? Are you starting after? Are you going to give yourself a bit of a centimetre before, or are you going to worry about that later?
I'm starting at the top of the loop, because the top of the V.
Where you've added, you mean, the extra legs?
Because then I went back and did that bit.
Okay, so that comes later.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
So I start at the top of the V, and I'm just going to grab a piece of scrap.
And what are you using? 0.4?
0.4 to do the weave.
Blue wire still available. The pink for the baby girls is gone. Are there more baby girls at the moment than baby boys? No, actually, everyone in my family is having boys.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, that blue wire, the colour of it is stunning.
It is beautiful.
Really, really stunning. I've only ever used it. I've not had the 3 sizes all together.
Ah, so you've only used it on its own before. When I did
the bangle, and it just sat there, and it was like, oh, that was absolutely stunning.
Very popular colour anyway for jewellery, isn't it? That midnight blue, and very much like ball gowns and things like that is what we're saying.
But you're also back to unisex as well.
Yeah, well, yeah, indeed. So it actually, that gives you even more leverage with your designs, doesn't it?
You could do some fantastic wire wrap, really, really intricate wire wrappings with it, because it's almost got an inner glow to that wire.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. You know when you've got colour...
I agree.
Hasn't it? Do you see what I mean?
It's got like a silky, like a satin sheer.
Yeah.
You know when you look at satin, it is like satin.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's, you know.
And I've not done much with the blue before. Right. Now, again, you could do any weave with the 2. You could, if you wanted to, add another wire and do extra bits in it, so you could do anything you want with that.
Okay.
What I did...
What you've done is 3 and 3, is it?
Yeah. And I'm trying to find which angle I had it on. Right.
So you're going over 3.
So I've wrapped over a couple of times.
Right, so over 2 legs. Yeah, is that how we're doing it?
So
3
we're going
times, and then 1 leg 3 times.
Yeah, so we're going through the leg and the extra bit.
Yeah.
Wrapped it over a few times, like you say, just to anchor it to begin with.
Okay.
And then we started the 3. And then over the 2.
Okay.
Whoops. I'm getting my legs confused.
Don't do that.
Hey, when you get to my age and you need 3 different sets of glasses.
Do you? Oh.
I don't bring the reading ones, so sometimes when my legs are there, I'm like, which leg are you? Hang on.
Talking about wirework legs.
My wirework legs. I do know which of my own legs are.
I don't. I tell you, trip over them all the time.
Right. If I do this a couple of times, I can turn it to face the other camera.
So we are doing 3, just to show you on the finished piece. You're going 3 on the 1 leg, and then you're covering both legs and doing 3 loops, and then 3 on the 1 leg, and then 3 over both. That will give you this spaced out pattern. Doing the 3 on the 1 wire will give you the space in between each to give you that look of that weave, that lovely weave. I can't remember what that weave's called actually. It's called something, isn't it? Laura Binding calls it something.
Oh right. I don't know the proper names for them. I just play with different. You can do any weaves because you could do. It would be quite nice if you did like a 6 and then do a couple, 6 and then a couple.
Yeah, okay. So you're doing 3 and 3.
3 and 3. So I don't know whether you can see that on the.
Perfect. Yes,
and you'll see that very well on the pink.
Actually, mixing these colours looks really good.
Yeah.
That's a nice base, that blue, isn't it?
It is, it's a dark colour because, like you say, that with the chartreuse, chartreuse.
Yeah, chartreuse.
I always say it wrong.
I don't know how you pronounce it. I don't know. Lovely light green.
The light green.
Yeah.
The one, you know, any of the metal ones will go with it.
Wire twisting as well is nice with these two
Love.
colours. Looks very pretty.
I've been late into wire twisting, shall we say. I've only been doing.
Twister?
I'm a late twister, and I love
you
it.
surprised me with your late twisting.
I twisted only monochromatic with one colour.
Yeah. Don't try clever twisting.
No, but the colours and playing with the colours and stuff is fab.
Yeah,
absolutely fab.
Multicoloured twisting is the way to go, I think.
And like we said, what were we twisting wire for before? Oh, for filling in the booties and things.
Yeah,
you could have
wire twisting,
yeah,
we're saying. Weren't
fantastic.
We? Now, there's a company that my daughter makes me buy her stuff, Jack something. These are the colours of that Jack something.
Oh, really?
Mentioned JW are the initials. Yeah, everything's got to be that at the moment with my daughter, and these are the colours. She's got a great big bag with these colours, and all her bedding and everything she loves in these colours. Ridiculous, isn't it? But I'm just thinking, who needs to be spending all this money? I can wire work her bed covers from now on out of these two colours. No, I wouldn't do that.
Very comfy.
Bracelets would be nice, is what I'm thinking.
Absolutely.
With those colours, because all the kids are wearing those.
Yeah. Now you could do this. You know, the other weave we had. If you did that in the 2 colours.
Oh yes. Would it keep its structure if I pulled it through? Yeah, it would.
It's the same. It's the same wires. It's exactly the same one. You couldn't. I wouldn't do it for the legs.
No, okay. Where would you do it then? Around the edge, if you wanted to do it?
No, what I mean is you could use the 2 colours to do this.
Oh, sorry, yes. Oh, perfect. Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then if you did blue wire, blue 1mm and pink 0.4, and then do one pink 1mm, blue 0.4, blue 1mm, pink 0.4.
Love
and
it.
you could build up quite a cuff doing that.
Yeah.
Of the alternating colours.
That'd look amazing.
That would look amazing.
Yeah.
It'd take you a little while, but it would look amazing.
Be perfect.
Takes about. That took me about 25 minutes, I suppose. Something like
well, that's
that.
not
So
bad.
it's not horrendous.
No.
But you could. But could you imagine it stacked like that?
Be
and
amazing,
then just
Alison.
stitch them
Stitch
together.
them together.
Oh, wouldn't that look fab?
Gorgeous. We've just been given a couple. We've just been put in stock by our manager who's just come down. A couple more colours for you. So if you do want to do different colourways, if you're a multicoloured twister, then remember Alison came late in life to twisting.
I did.
These are 1mm. So these will be your struct. Oh my gosh, Alison, we've got the purple in the 1mm. Oh. We haven't had purple in 1mm in ages, have we? Look how gorgeous they are together. These are your kind of colours.
Oh, absolutely. With that amethyst.
Oh. I'm going to give them to you separately. Isn't it amazing? Now that purple is going to look stunning with the pink or the blue, actually.
But those 2 twisted and then hammered
together. I love wire hammering. Now you're talking. Now you're talking. That Cadbury purple.
Yeah.
You might be a Galaxy or a Tarry's chocolate person, but this looks Galaxy. This looks the properly Cadbury purple, doesn't it? This will be your structure, your backbone. You're really strong, but it's still malleable. So if you're, 1.5 does lose its malleability a little bit, but it's wonderful. 1mm is great for keeping structure and still being malleable. You can warm it up in your fingers if you're worried. It will make gizmo coils. It will make your own jump rings and things like that. You can create fabulous structure. If you love this colour, then you need to be on the phone lines. Back in stock, VLZX24. Again, very, very satin, sleek and sheeny and shiny. You like that look. This is your real. Should be coming to you at £27.95. That's how much it is on our website right now. We're going to give you a cheeky offer for shopping us during the live hours of the show. It's going to be yours. for just £24.95.
Nice.
I think that pink is going to look stunning.
The pink with it, there you go.
And again in the bangle, like that we were talking about. Oh, I love that. That's gorgeous together. Isn't that lovely?
That as the cuff as well.
Perfect with the cuff design. Oh, it's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Very popular. So we're going to give you the gold now as well. And then we will carry on with Alison's demo, because I know you're thinking, don't do anything without us. Still lots of stock of the purple. Don't worry, it hasn't sold out. I just need to be able to give you graphics for the gold so that we give everybody a chance to get that as well. Our most popular colours are gold and silver. They're the ones that sell out the most. They're the ones that you need probably the most for the classics. It's 1 mil, and again, it's 100 metres that we're talking about. I think this is going to go beautifully.
Can I just pinch that back?
Yes, you may. There you go. And we are going to match the price for you, £24.95. Get it whilst it's in stock right now. 1 mil gold wire RBJ M23. 100 metres is what you're getting. It goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. If you're wire twisting, it's going to be fab. If you're making structural pieces, it's going to be fab. Rings, jump rings, gizmo coils. £24.95. Now I know that you want to carry on and see what Alison's doing, so that's where we're going to go now. Okay, what are you up to?
Right, I'm just bracing these together because I won't bore you by doing all of them.
Okay,
and then
so
we'll
just structuring them together.
And then we'll do how we finish it.
The little octopus legs.
Yeah.
I'd like
so
to
you go. You can make it. I did it quite short because I don't know. I quite fancied I didn't want a big, huge
one, but
you
could make it. Hand would be on it.
I mean, I've tried to make it so there's no sticky out pieces, that it's not rough, but I still wouldn't give it to a baby.
Not a newborn.
No.
No. Well, it's ornate. It is up to.
But you could rattle it as a baby. I just wouldn't give it to a baby.
Yeah, absolutely. It is very Victorian. Yeah.
So you do it nicely. Rattle it at you.
She is kind to babies, I'm sure.
I am very kind.
Jade will be on the phone. She used to do that to me, my auntie. I remember. How old is she?
Don't I drop Jade?
No, don't. You didn't.
I fell over.
Oh, well, you didn't drop her then.
Well, no, I didn't drop her actually. I fell over on top of her, and I wasn't this big then, so it wasn't quite
is she permanently damaged for life?
She's not damaged at all.
Right? Can you confirm that?
I can confirm she's all right. She's on her way back from France with her family. So at a guess.
How old is she?
She's Jade. 19 this year.
Crikey.
Was it your 18th last year, or was it? Jade, I am sorry.
She didn't move to France because you.
Oh, she hasn't moved to France. They've just been for the weekend. No, because I dropped her.
She's only just forgiven you. I'm out of here.
No, they've been over to France. So.
Oh, is she your only niece? Or have you got
She's my only niece. I have one niece and one nephew.
Oh, how old's your nephew?
He is 15.
Is he into all of this malarkey?
No.
Is he out with a football, wondering what kind of family he's been born into?
Actually.
Yeah,
he's been quite,
the boys, they don't get
sporty.
it, do they? They're like, what are you doing? No,
he will do stuff.
He will.
Right, now I've got, so you've wire wrapped all your legs in whichever, like I say, you could do whichever. If you wanted to fit in another loop, you could do. You've got room to do it. Okay. I then didn't want it to be flat, but you could do. You could also have just twisted them.
Okay.
And had quite a twisty. I'd say you need to put the extra ones in still, but you could actually just do a twisty. Quite hard on your hands because that's a lot of 1 mil to
twist. You could use that really, our bigger
wire twister. Trouble is, where do you hold it? Oh, actually, yeah. If you put those in and twisted it that way, you could get quite a nice twisted handle as well.
We've just had a text message that apparently is funny, so we've got to put it on. From Sissy, hello Sissy, who's watching in Texas. Hello to you. What brand of tea are those two ladies drinking this morning? I need to buy it. You can't buy it in Texas. We'll have to send it you, Sissy. It's a special blend. Hey, that's given me an idea. Actually, I've actually got a little. Yeah, no. With the mesh and this, I've got a little squidger for my tea leaves. This would be a.
I'm not sure I'd like the
We've just heard Alice in Wonderland show. Little wirework teacups, and we could have the Mad Hatter's tea party. We'd definitely fit round that table.
Oh, Mad
Alison.
Hatter's. Yeah, I'm there.
There we go. We'd definitely fit round there.
Right, so I bent them out just to give that sort of handhold, and literally I just sort of eased them out and then turned that so that was
them
flat.
almost,
yeah, just bowed them. Yeah, think John Wayne.
Think John Wayne and bow
Just bowed them out a bit. And then with the others at the base, this is where...
I'm just going to show you the finished article so that you can see that bowing. And that's what reminds me of the octopus. The whole, it's fabulous, isn't it? Just look at the little curly toes. What's the song I was singing? I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden. What's the...
I'm not going to sing.
What's the rest of it?
In the shade.
In the shade. This is a microphone.
You could have it as a microphone. Yeah, you could have it as a microphone.
What is going on?
Beats your hairbrush.
It's Sissy in Texas. She's made us go even crazier.
In Texas?
That's where she's texting us from. Texting from Texas. Yeah. We don't muck about. They're all over the place, these jewellery makers.
Oh my gosh. Hello, America.
Hello, and Arizona, and Spain, and France. Sissy lives near ranches and stuff like that.
Oh,
I am so jealous.
I always wanted to go to a dude ranch.
Me too. Yeah. That is my dream holiday, or life actually. I want to live on a ranch. Now, anyway, so we Wirework Ranch. That's coming up in the next show. Literally,
I could do
just
the lasso.
create my dreams in wire, will you please?
I can do the lasso for you.
Hey, you know those wire things that go underneath the skirt to make them puff out?
Oh yeah.
You know what to do. I'm going to look amazing this time next year.
She's going to be like this Iron Maiden. She'll never move. There'll be so much wire on her.
Can you just wire my face back as well to stop the wrinkles? That'd be amazing.
Do little rollers on your feet so we could just push you. You'd be a Dalek.
Just wheel me out. Oh, I tell you what.
Oh, what's that? Oh no, you lot are all too young.
What? I'm not.
What was the black and white movie with the robot lady?
With the robot lady?
Yeah, John will kill me for not remembering it. But
what black and white movie, robot lady?
Oh, very famous, very famous. Oh.
Is it on the tip of your tongue?
Yeah.
Well, give me a line from that movie. Who's in it?
Oh, blimey! Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
it was an old black and white.
What's she on about?
It was a black and white silent movie thing. One of the very early science fiction movies.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh.
Text us in. What is Alison talking about? Someone will any minute. They'll go, I know what she's on about. Metropolis.
Metropolis. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Somebody texted in.
What's the name of
Julie. Julie texted in. Said Metropolis. Thank you, Julie.
Right. So I
like that they're all on the same wavelength as us, and it's not just us that's completely bonkers. Right. So, anyway.
For the bottom, where I've got to the bottom of all the wire wrapping, I've literally just.
We're talking about this part here.
Yeah.
Where are you? There you are. This part here.
I've then just wire wrapped around it.
Okay. So I'm going to come out a shot.
That's all.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll cover that bit, and then I'm going to take
we're talking about this part here, are we?
The bottom bit. I did the
same
at the bottom. Okay. I've done exactly the same at the top. I did exactly the same at the top.
You can't see it though at the bottom because you curled over it. Okay.
But it's just to finish it off.
Okay.
It's just to finish it off. And then you.
We should have that playing while we're doing it.
And then you pull it through. Now, because I pulled it through quite a few, I would push that down. That's never going to come out of there now.
That's in there solid. I don't need to worry, I don't need to glue, I don't need to solder, nothing like that.
Those are all fixed now.
They're firm in place.
Yeah. And I do the same for the top, but I started at this end and went, well actually I started at the narrowest bit. It's always, when you're wire wrapping like that, it's always easy to go from a narrow piece to a wider piece because it automatically slides down, so it'll help it keep it. If you try and go from the widest piece to the narrow piece, you're forever having to push it up because it slides down naturally. So it's always better to go from a narrow piece upwards. Oh, I don't know what's the matter with that shaking. Okay, so I'd have an extra length here so that I could go this way, and I'd start that way and then come back to the other wire and go up that way. Start from the middle.
Okay, right.
Regardless of what you're doing, if you're wire wrapping,
skinny point.
Start from the skinny point because it keeps it tighter because it naturally slides that way.
Okay.
So always go from the narrowest bit.
Yeah, because otherwise it can untwine, can't it?
Yeah, and you're forever, you know when you get gaps between it, and that's because you're going from a wider to a narrower bit.
Oh, so always go from skinny to large?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've done that all my life.
Alison, stop it.
I get told off when I go home. I get so told off.
Oh, from your husband.
Yeah.
He's shopping, he doesn't know. Oh, he's at work.
It does involve shopping, to be fair.
Oh.
He's gone to a show in Oxford, so.
He's what, shopping in Oxford?
Yeah. He's nipped down to
I
Oxford.
need a job where you have to shop in Oxford. We should all have that job. Now, we're being asked by Monica, how much would you sell the rattle for and then the boot for if you were selling? Because you do sell on.
It is like a microphone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, Monica. Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, I feel like doing a bit of 1920s song in there now.
God, 1920s. How much would I sell it?
Yeah.
You see, the wire is going to cost you very little if you've bought the big roll to do one. The pearls are obviously a little bit more expensive. When I get a strand of anything, I actually work out how much each one's going to cost.
You. Okay.
Unless I know I'm going to use the whole strand. If I'm going to use the whole strand in a design, that's fine. I just take the cost of that strand.
Yeah.
It's easy.
And add a bit of profit on, obviously.
Oh yeah, well, you've got to build in your time as well.
Yeah.
So I'd work out what you're going to use in it. Start with your base costs. So those are your base. Work out how much you want to pay per hour.
Yeah.
Because you've got to charge for your time.
And don't undersell yourself because people will think it's not worth it. They just won't believe in you.
People want stuff for nothing.
Yeah.
And it really does depend. I found it depends where you sell.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So some places
depends what
you
areas
go,
you sell.
And some people will come up and go, I want that, and don't even look at the
I
price.
don't really care how much it is because I know I want it and I love it.
They want it. I appreciate the work. Thank you very much. I'll take it. And other people go, oh, it's lovely. I want it. I want it. They'll come back 2 or 3 times. They know the price, and then they go, oh, it's too much.
Like, it could drive you. That could drive you mad.
Oh yeah,
that could drive. We've got to get. Have you got a ballpark price? Because we've only got a couple of minutes now until we finish.
Have I got a ballpark price? I haven't actually thought of it because a lot of the stuff I do for JewelleryMaker I've never sold.
Okay.
It probably took me a good 3 hours to do. So I would say you're looking at between £30 and £40 for one.
Yeah, I'd say that. I'd say that's a good price. You'd say more than that. Kirsty's going,
yeah. Bear in mind, I come from the northwest.
I think you could sell that in a boutique for about that price. Right, we've only got a minute, so we've got to go. Thank you, Alison.
So trim these.
Each one.
Now, depending on how big you want your loop.
A centimetre, I reckon, yeah.
So trim them all to the same length. And then all you're going to do is
curl them in. With your round nose pliers,
with your round nose pliers.
You're midway down your round nose pliers, and you're curling in. Now the finished look will be this.
You could do them longer and do scrolls, and then
scroll them in.
Turn them all that way so that they lay on top of each other. That's another way to do it at the bottom.
So again, using these techniques to be versatile.
Yeah.
Now don't forget, we got to go. We'll be back in just a moment with under £10 and more of Alison after this.
If you have a question or query for JewelleryMaker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Come and join guest designer Laura Binding on our intermediate wirework course. The aim of the course is to enhance your wirework skills and take your designs to the next level. You will learn more advanced weaving and binding techniques, which you can incorporate into your jewellery. The full course includes a selection of gauges of wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, a copy of the Wirework Tutorial DVD Edition 3, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and chance to meet the presenters, and a visit to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just £79.95. To book your place, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. JewelleryMaker, bringing out the designer in you.
JewelleryMaker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at JewelleryMaker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
Join guest designers Debbie Bulford and Rachel Norris to explore the endless possibilities of combining polymer clay and wirework. This DVD guides you through a variety of projects and will give you the inspiration you need to create your own designs. Advance your jewellery making and fuse your talents together with this amazing DVD. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
You can now keep in touch by liking JewelleryMaker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with JewelleryMaker.
Welcome back to JewelleryMaker, where Alison and I have just been stuffing our faces with chocolate cake and talking about wire. What better can you do on a Sunday? I hope you're ducking into your roast. I got chocolatey lips. Have a look. Have a look. It's Sunday. That's what Sundays are for. Grazing. Basically, grazing. That's what they're for. You should do it all day Sunday, I think. Look at this. Ooh la la. Beautiful preonite. Look at that. It's preonite, rutilated preonite. Love it. Brand new strand. Also, I've got those Ice Queen drops of gorgeous moonstone. We've had so many text messages. Thank you so much for your interaction. We'll read some of those out to you. Right now, I'm going to first start with, let's go with box one. Start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. Have a look at this. Beautiful. These are perfect for soutache, aren't they? Look at the edges on them. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Nice and flat, great for stud earrings as well. Look at the reflection on these. You've got almost like that antique gilded mirror gold, haven't you? Beautiful in wirework pieces. JAGP67 is your item code for these. 14 by 10. Flat ovals of pyrite. Pyrite, otherwise known as fool's gold, as it was believed when it was first discovered to be gold. Absolutely, it's mined all over the world as well. There are pyrite mines in Wales, Cornwall, I think, as well. I think there's quite a few. I'm sure I've been to that mine in Wales. You're from Wales, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know we had pyrite. We got gold mines.
You got gold mines.
We got gold mines.
No pyrite near you, though, mind.
I don't know.
Oh,
Got lots of slate.
Have a look. You have to go out there and have a look. You will. Now, I want to see these, I think, in those vintage pieces with some lovely rose gold. What about with those rose gold, not rose, yeah, well actually it would be nice for rose gold, but I actually meant rose quartz. Rose quartz seedy beads around these would be nice.
Ooh, yeah.
Great for wirework rings. What would you do with these, Alison?
It would be fantastic with rings. And I quite like them with the antique bronze as well.
Me too. What about cufflinks? Things like that would be nice.
Oh, they'd be fab shaped for cufflinks. Cufflinks.
Perfect cufflinks. We're limited on these now. Keep those text messages coming. We will read them out to you in a sec. We've had so much interaction from you today. It's been wonderful. James Studio 60777, followed by your message to James Studio. All of these gorgeous pyrites for one price tag. By the way, everything that I'm giving you is under £10. So if you know it's going under £10 and you love it and think, well, you'd pay $9.95 for it, get yourself on the phone lines. Could be that I give it you for less. At $7.95, I certainly am. 0800 604 655 is a free phone number if you're dialing. If you're webbing, it's all the W's.jewellerymaker.com. JAGP67, 225 carats. I'm going to press on. Remember, everything is going under £10. If you love, the star buys aren't going to be going under £10. If you love Those wonderful shades. Now this one's quite psychedelic, I think. How 70s is this one here?
Oh yeah.
Isn't it fab?
That's wallpaper in the 70s,
Absolutely,
wasn't it?
absolutely it is. Isn't that fabulous?
You may laugh, but it was.
It's all coming back. Those big bold patterns, people have got those huge flowers on wallpaper now. It's all happening back. I wasn't alive in the 70s, but my mum did cling on to her wallpaper for a long time.
God, I feel old.
My brother and sister were born in the 70s though, so all the old pictures of this crazy wallpaper, exactly the same colours as this. And do you know what? It's fantastic. Why not be flamboyant with pattern? Pattern's a wonderful thing. And actually the 70s do sort of get regurgitated now and then with the fashions, and I love this. I love the colours. I love the fact that you've got this tone, but think Debbie Bolford when you look at these tones, because she's often wearing these colours with a bit of smoky quartz. It's a fantastic strand to go with any tiger's eye that you've got in your collection as well. We're going to give you these drops now. They're already Japanese knotted on that strand, and I really like them like that, but that will also give you an idea of the size of the drill hole. Great earrings, great tassels, wonderful features in a drop style necklace. EXG P55, you know it's going under £10. This is a genuine strand of agates going into £7.45. Don't forget, you will still get your 30-day guarantee, even though we're going very low in price tags. Have you ever bought anything in the sales and they've said, you can't bring it back? Can't bring it back if it's in sale. You're like, yeah, all right, you can only exchange it. Well, we don't do that. That's the voice of I don't know who in the shop that I must have shopped in last. Can't bring it back. £7.45. Now, I'm going to give you, we're going to stick on that theme of your beautiful earthy colours. Now, look at these. Sorry, is this not the one you wanted me to do? I thought you said box 3. Look at that. Oh, silly me. Look at, do you know, isn't that one pink there? Yeah. Oh, I love it. Blush, yes. Oh, yeah. Bit of rosé. That's what that is. Yummy. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Twist them together. Look at the light dancing off the facets. These would be beautiful in hair vines, wouldn't they? An autumnal wedding. Yeah. Now remember, we have had a wedding proposal on this morning's show. We're going to be apparently creating the jewellery for your wedding as well. There's much excitement in JewelleryMaker Towers for the wedding proposal. If you'd like to propose, then give us a text. I love that. Somebody did that. How sweet is that?
You'll be having the wedding on there next. Live weddings.
Like the royal wedding? Yes, yes we can. I wonder if I can do some kind of course where I can marry people. That'd be good, wouldn't it? PJP, it's PJG, P71 is your item code. Please invite me and Lucy to the wedding. £8.45 is your price tag. 0806 444 655 or the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Get yourself shopping with us today. You pay 1p&p all day long. Don't worry about checking out your baskets in between. You've got to do it. Don't worry about having to pay extra p&p because you won't, so please don't worry. Now, oh, I love lapis lazuli. I'm a big fan, as you know, of Egyptian jewellery. I'm a little bit obsessed with it. If you can, I'm sure you can hear my producer in my ear. She's that loud. No, she's going, you're not, are you? Yeah, I am. I love the Egyptian era. I love the colours. I love everything. I love going to the Natural History Museum and just going in that Egyptian bit. Max stares at the decomposed body that's been preserved in sand for about an hour, and I look at the lovely, lovely jewellery and trinkets that go in the tombs. I think it's a wonderful, fascinating era. Very, very inspiring in terms of design, colour. Look at that spattering of gold. That's natural. It's just, it blows my mind. That is actual pyrite included in this wonderful deep blue lapis. Now, actually, most lapis of excellent quality like this comes from Afghanistan, so for obvious reasons, it's very hard for us to get hold of. It's available elsewhere in the world. These squares are perfect cufflinks, aren't they? Perfect stud earrings, perfect for weaving with as well. They're gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? Lapis lazuli was very famous in the Aztec era and in the Egyptian era in jewellery and things. And actually it was used just like turquoise was, crushed down and to paint with. Kirsty's just saying Sutash is wonderful with a strand like this. Now Kirsty, my producer, and I are Now, I am a little bit obsessed with Egyptian, but I'm obsessed with soutache as well. I love soutache. So if that's something that you're looking to move toward, that medium, then you might want to get strands like this. Strands with edges and structure that you could easily wrap your soutache cords around. So if they've got lots of edges, sometimes they're a little bit tricky if you start. Kirsty's a lot better at soutache than I am. I'm at that sort of... I just toy with soutache. Kirsty's got all competitive on me. EDG, she's that friend that you go to keep fit just for a laugh with, and then she starts getting really competitive, showing off her muscles. That's you, that is. Have a look. And you're like, this is no fun anymore, I'm going to the pub instead. Have a look. Have a look. She's there lunging. Are you ready for keep fit? Oh. £5.95 for lapis lazuli. Yes, these are going to be fantastic in couplings. Yes, I think they could be masculine or feminine. Do you love lapis?
I do,
Alison?
I do.
Love
the colours
that
are
colour.
beautiful. I love the Egyptians. I mean, I remember...
Do you?
Yeah, when I was a kid, we queued all the way around the block in London to go and see Tutankhamun when it came over.
Yeah. Amazing.
Phenomenal. The colours and the richness. Oh, phenomenal.
It's so worth going to the Natural History Museum and being inspired by the pieces, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Oh, we've got a proposal. Go on then, let's have a look. We've got texts coming in from Sissy. Hello, Sissy, in Texas. I propose that Jenny and Alison do a show once a week together. They are great. Thank you. I think that should happen too.
Oh, that's lovely.
Thank you. Thank you for proposing that, Sissy. Do you know what, Sissy? We have so much fun, and it's so fun when you're inspired. I'm so inspired by Alison. She's just doing some amazing pieces, and we eat cake together in the break. So yes, it is fun. I do also propose that too, especially if we're going to be doing things like we could start projects off that go over for weeks, like building up that castle.
That would take a while.
Yeah. That's what we could do. You know, like how you do dolls' houses and it takes months. That could be us.
With those magazines where you get a little piece.
Yeah. Don't get me started on them. I bought my son that skeleton one, 99p, right?
Oh, right.
Went the next month, £7.99.
Yeah.
And by the time you finish it, the skeletons cost you about £4 million. I'll tell you, by the time you've finished it, you're a skeleton because you can't afford to eat. Now, let's have now, what is it? Ooh, tiger's eye. Very rich caramels. Now, we got loads of text messages. Thank you so much. We are going to read some more out for you in a sec. Have a look at the caramels. Now, tiger's eye is a really important gemstone for your collections if you want to have a gemstone that has this optical attraction, because you do look at this, you think, oh, and you look at it and you think caramel pudding, creme brulee, that could just be me. But look at those bumblebees it reminds me of as well.
I've got to do a bumblebee.
We've got to do a bumblebee.
Got a commission for a bumblebee.
Watch this space for a bumblebee. It reminds Kirsty of those lovely coffees where you can see the different layers, the ones that you get in Italy, the posh ones in the glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that colour. The depth, the chatoyancy, and again, it can be feminine or masculine. What would you put tiger's eye with, Alison?
What bead? Well, you could put it with a lot because it's a brown. It's a neutral colour, isn't it? You could put that with. If you think in nature, everything's got a base of brown or green, and you can put any colour with it. But the greens would look phenomenal with it. Using that chartreuse wire again, phenomenal.
Perfect.
But you could put the pinks with it. You know. Blossom on a tree, you know, you've got that mix.
Got the bark of the tree and then
the pink of the blossom against it. It goes beautiful. You really could go to town with that.
I like the idea of almost doing beaded kumahimo or beaded gizmo work with this and make that trunk of the tree and then do
that'd be stunning.
Then do the tree of life technique to do the branches and do a blossom with chartreuse wire, antique bronze at the bottom.
Yeah, that would look nice.
LLG P83. I'm just being told, the cursor's going in my ear. Newsflash, Mark uses these in his new DVD that he just filmed the other day. So you're going to want them. LLG P83, 110 carats, they're 10 by 8. And they're coming to your screen at just $6.95. Tiger's eye, genuine tiger's eye. Not from genuine tigers, but genuine tiger's eye, the gemstone. £6.95. No tigers were harmed in the making of these strands. Another message coming through. This time from Sharon in Derbyshire. Hello, Sharon. Sharon writes, hi, Jenny and Alison. What a great combo you are. Thank you for one of the most entertaining shows we have had in a long time. Please, JM, more of this combination, I think is the word. Thank you, my lovely.
Aww,
yes, demand more. Who knows? This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning.
We take over
We've
the world.
only just begun.
Oh.
So, and it'll be very musical, no matter what happens.
Only from that side.
No, I heard you belting out a few tunes and then stopping yourself in case your husband told you off. There'll be none of that, Alison. Now, we're going to continue. Keep those. We've got loads of texts. We're going to keep trying to ream them through. Now, have a look at these. Now, I always think puffy coins are essential. Now, in this cloudy grey, these could be summery, mixed with your pinks and your yellows. And in the winter, mixed with your blacks. They can be very monochrome. These are beautiful. I love, these are an essential for my stash because they just make easy stretches. They make great rings. Again, they could be cufflinks. They're little buttons. They're great pendants. They're fabulous for soutache. You can macrame them. You know, there's not a lot you can't do with these. They're an essential colour as well. Do you think?
They're beautiful, and you can really make big statement pieces out of them as well. But they're another one that'll go with anything. Like
a smoky quartz, this will give you that little bit of depth without being too overpowering. Like the solid colour of a black sometimes is too much of a contrast.
It's almost more expensive looking.
Yeah,
it's subtler.
Yeah, and that does make it a little bit classier, a little bit, quieter, and it speaks for itself. It doesn't need to be too loud. So this is a perfect one. Now you'll also notice the different shades that you get. Lots of different colourways in this strand. You've got the whites, you've got the smoky kind of almost charcoal colours in there. You've got patterns. You've got some that are one solid colour. You can do a colour graduation with these, or you can mix them up. I think when you mix them up like this, it almost reminds me of seashells. You know, the colours, don't they?
Definitely.
So you can mix them up.
Colours. Beachy colours. Go great with turquoises as well.
Yes.
With the beach.
Yes.
Sandy colours and turquoises.
Perfect. And if you've got any of Natalia's shell moulds, these would work really nicely with that, wouldn't they? £265, carats, not pounds. Botswana agate, sorry if I gave anyone a mild seizure. They're 16mm KNG P84. They're not £265, they're only £7.95, which makes life so much better. 30-day guarantee on everything you see, 1P&P all day long. You can shop all over the world with us here at Jewellery Maker. Visit our website, allthews.jewellerymaker.com. If you are watching us from overseas, you're already on that website. Have a look on the right-hand side and you click to select your country, and then we will deliver to that country that you've selected. £7.95, 0800 644 655. If you're dialing, it's a free phone number from a UK landline. Now, that Priyanite, the peeled grape strand. Let's close our eyes and imagine the man with a loincloth. And I bring you your star by. Look at this strand. Mirrored, it could be a crown. These could be earrings. Look at the colour. For me, that is the peeled grape. If you ever peeled a green grape or a white grape, or had one peeled for you if you're really lucky. Everybody's at home peeling grapes now, says Kirsty. Well, you've got to appreciate that wonderful colour. And they taste great, even greater when you peel them. Look at that colour. Now, the rutilations here are wonderful. It's called Moss Priyanite. Moss Priyanite has the most incredible rutilations. A little bit Jackson Pollock with the stripes, but very classic, very calm with the colour. The dewdrop green, I think waterfalls, I think rainforest when I look at this kind of strand. And I'm thinking about putting them with those kinds of colours. If you get inspired by something, maybe do a little web search and click on images and see all the colours sort of blending into each other, and you're inspired. This could be, going in as a beautiful leaf. It could be going with your millefleur. It could be absolutely a singular pendant that's going to really make that outfit pop. You could be wire working these. They're faceted just beautifully. Now, this is a brand new strand. I think you've got ever such a lot of opportunity with your designs. They're very large, well, they're very elongated, these preonites, but the only preonites I've seen lately are the plump drops. Now these are more, I don't know, these are flatter than, well, they're not rounded, are they? They're not circular. So you've got the long drops, nice edges to them, beautiful pendants. I would wire wrap these maybe in the style of Laura binding as a pendant on their own. I would definitely use these for earrings. I think if I was creating for profit, so to sell on, I'd use them as single pendants maybe. Alison, you're looking at these, both of us are very I love green, and I know you do too. What do you think with this strand? Where would you go?
I'd go with the antique bronze, or I'd go with the amethyst you had earlier, the long drops. I'd mix them up with that.
Yes, the bicoloured amethyst.
Yeah, absolutely. Alternate them. Beautiful. Or you could keep it simple and just have a pearl, a single pearl between them, or you could go to town with those. I've done those sort of long drops. I got some ages ago from you, some clear quartz, stunning long drops, and I used 3 of them in a necklace with a wire. Really quite simple, but so stunning.
It's very elegant, isn't it? To have a long drop is very elegant.
Absolutely.
I think you're going to,
you.
Yeah, and I think you sort of stand tall, and it's the sort of gemstone you'd incorporate into jewellery that was going to be worn out in the evening, a glamorous occasion. It could be a wedding, it could be a ball, it could be, something, an evening of importance. It's going to be one of those strands, isn't it?
Perfect for a wedding, certainly for a guest or mother of the bride, or beautiful. That's a stunning strand. I love it.
It's definitely a boutique strand, and actually if you are thinking about where am I going to sell these pieces, maybe go and approach any of your local boutiques that sell mother of the bride outfits and wedding outfits. It'd be a wonderful opportunity for you. FRRU79 is your item code. Beautiful. Peeled grape clarity. Preonite. They won't come with the man in the loincloth, but feel free to have a little dream of that whilst you're creating. Yeah, you can add your own loinclothed man. Or woman, depending. FRRU79, 125 carats. Moss preonite pairs. Use your debit card, use your credit card. Come shopping with us because we love you, jewellery makers. You're going to get this brand new star by strand for a wee price tag. They're only $14.95. A Gems of Distinction strand of gorgeousness is exactly what you've got. You know what to do. Make sure you dial in quickly, make sure you're checking out baskets, and make sure you do not miss out on this deal. Wire wrap them, maybe use 1 or 2 of them, but be quick. Very popular on the phone lines. Keep those text messages coming. We've still got stock. We are going to read some more text messages out for you in just a sec. Whilst we see you absolutely lining up on the phone lines waiting to be answered, we'll read a few of your texts. We've got somebody coming through on the text asking Alison, when are you going to be on next, and is there are you ever going to do any workshops?
I've done a workshop. We did dragons on a workshop. I'm due to do another one in May, I think.
May workshop,
I think, and maybe one in June.
May and
June. But they've got I have to confirm the dates. We're next on the 15th.
You're next on the 15th, and that's with me, and there will be more. Who knows what's going to happen then, let's face it. There will be some inspiration with the sapphire strand. She's not giving any information out. I'm going to have to learn her weaknesses. That's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to learn how to bribe her. It won't take me long, don't worry.
No.
Anne in Yorkshire saying, hi Jenny and Alison, thanks for a great show. Will there be, or is there a DVD that contains the items made today?
Ooh. No, well, there isn't. Like I say, the basic, the introduction sculpture one will show you how to do the scrolls.
Okay, so grab that. It is in stock, and we've had it today.
No, there isn't, but it's on YouTube, isn't it? This goes back on YouTube.
This will go on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are thinking, I say there will be some Chinese burns going on upstairs for me to twist arms about the Wirework Castle DVD, about the Wirework Corset DVD, leather and wirework together is going to be good. I mean, there's ideas, and there will, as I say, I'm an expert Chinese burner. JewelleryMaker does not condone Chinese burning. Now, We're going to give to you, we're going to continue with under £10. We're going to give you your other star by a little bit later. We're going to continue, Oh, can we do box 19? Is that all right, please? Yay, thank you. Now. Oh my gosh, look at these. You need them. Hang on, sorry. I just need to put them on the, I'm sorry. Let me just put them on the board. Little tiny seed beads. Is it aventurine? Was it rose quartz and aventurine?
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Aren't they gorgeous?
Yeah.
You've got different shades of natural rose quartz. This is beautiful. Look at the different shades. You've got peachy ones in there. Now, if you do your intricate beadwork, I went into my local bead shop in Hitchin. I shouldn't really mention this, but I do. And I asked the lady, she's very nice, and actually it was the first time I'd ever seen geometric beading.
Oh, right.
And I'm telling you, there are tapestries. She'd done a whole picture of this wonderful Medusa in tiny seed beads.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. This woman was amazing. And anyway, I was in there for a long time, and I sort of learned about micro macrame, and then I said to this lady, do you do genuine gemstone seed beads? And she always laughed at me and went, no, there's no, you just can't get them. They are too expensive for me to give to my customers, and they're not really readily available. Like I said yesterday, not often I keep my mouth shut. That was an occasion I did. And I just thought, do you know what? That's a point, isn't it? Really good point. Where do you get genuine gemstone seed beads? Isn't it really difficult to drill hole these seed beads? You're getting a whole thread through here. Now these are wonderful if you want to go around a cabochon. These are perfect for beaded kumahimo. They are absolutely perfect for your beaded gizmo coils. I love beaded gizmo coils. Do you do that a lot, Alison?
Oh,
when
yeah,
you do that twirly thing?
Yeah. Well, that's what the other necklace was.
Yes,
with the pearls.
Yes. Beading on the
big,
gizmo coil is amazing, isn't
yeah.
it? I love it. And also beading into your Viking weave.
Yeah.
You could do that with these, or indeed sewing in and out. Now, if you bead loom, you need these. You just have to have them. They are gorgeous. You need seed beads if you want to do little seed beady bracelets, seed bead rings, stretchy elastic rings, beady beads. The seedy bead rings are very, very, very popular on elastic, which you can do with your bead loom, I'm told. Very popular in the summertime. They're really easy to wear, aren't they? And you don't have to worry about ring sizes. AGG P75, this is the only strand we've got left. 2 mil natural rose quartz in the different shades. With your debit card and your credit card, come shopping with us here today at JewelleryMaker. Make sure you multi-buy. Seed beads absolutely fly out. What about doing your beaded chains with these? What about doing your micro macrame or macrame if you're shopping from the USA? With these, £2.95. An incredible value strand, a genuine gemstone strand, and you get your 30-day money-back guarantee. Do not miss out. What about those little bows that Alison created on the booty? You could do that with these. Absolutely, you could. Little bows using wire. Perfect. Your seedy bead projects, definitely in your tiaras and fascinators. Absolutely, these are spacers as well, aren't they? You could do your little beady bead donuts, which act as spacers. You know how some, or bead top caps. They're just, I mean, I could go on and on forever about beady beads. They're amazing. I love them. Audrey, you've got them. Hello, Audrey in Kentucky. Oh, I'm so jealous. What do they do in Kentucky?
It's racehorses, isn't it? Bluegrass.
It is race. Yes, the Kentucky Derby. Can we come to Kentucky, please?
I'll deliver.
Can we come? Can we come over? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go to Kentucky Derby. Let's do JM Tour. I think it should be happening.
I'm there.
I said earlier I need to dress like Annika Rice. I demand a helicopter. I want the headphones. I've always wanted to be Annika Rice.
Are you old enough for that?
Since I was little. Am I old enough for what?
Annika Rice.
Yes! I challenge Annika.
Yeah.
I used to live by challenge Annika. I used to think she is my superhero. I want that job. £2.95. Now I'm going to give to you. Hang on, A up. I've got some more little beads. This is going to go very well indeed. Kentucky Derby. Hey, we'd like that, wouldn't we, Alison? Is Kentucky ready for Alison and Jen? I'm gonna combine our names as Allergen. That's a.
Don't even go there because I saw your Facebook post.
Oh, my dream about Natalia. Let's not fusion my name and Natalia's. Have a look. especially without my name going first. Have a look. I didn't, honestly, it was a dream. No one would talk to us, and they thought that we were ridiculous people, and I got really upset by that dream. Have a look.
Oh, what a combination that is, changing the subject.
Sorry?
I said, what a combination that is, changing the subject.
This is a beautiful combination.
It is a beautiful combination.
As are Natalia and I, and you and I, I've decided. Now, if you would like to make a beautiful combination in gemstones, I think this is it. Very bubbly, actually, when you put these together. And labradorite, I mean, it just works so well. Grab these two together. Again, your bead looming. I need to explain that joke. Go and look on Natalia's page. I don't think I can. Basically, Natalia and I, in my dream, opened up a business together, a shop. We fusioned our names together, and that was our business name. And it started with Jen and ended in Natalia's name, but we took off, yes, you get it? See, you didn't want me to explain that after all. Now, have a look. She went, stop, I get it. Yes, I know. I thought it was quite clever for a dream.
It was very clever.
I'm much cleverer. I'm much clever in not real world Jenny. Yeah, I know. Fantasy Jenny is much cleverer than real Jenny. Have a look at these. Also, fantasy Jenny doesn't open her mouth and say things she shouldn't. Real Jenny does that all the time.
Real Alison does that, yeah.
Why? No. You have got your labradorite 4mm rounds. These are perfect for looming. They're going to look beautiful with your pre and oh yes. That's the hair bar. Oh my gosh, look how I actually made that preonite almost look as reflective as the labradorite, didn't it? Just gorgeous. Your moonstone, oh my gosh, yes, now we're talking Lord of the Rings, aren't we?
Yes, definitely.
I want to make jewellery for Lord of the Rings. That's another show, Alison. No, fantasy film show.
I made the elven.
You made the elvish?
Elven thingy.
What's the thingy?
Thing.
When?
The headpiece.
Where?
Can't remember what it's called.
Who? Not for the actual film.
Oh, no, at home.
Bring it in.
Love it.
Maybe we should actually have a show where I'll dress like that. I love Lord of the Rings and Star Wars. I love stuff like that.
Oh, fabulous.
Have a look. We could do a Star Wars show. I've always wanted to be Leia. And I've always been massively in love with Harrison Ford.
Ah, well.
Which is why I'm with my partner, because I think he looks just like him. And I've said, the day you wake up not looking like Harrison Ford,
you're out of
it's
there.
not going to happen anymore for me. Have a look. And I say, when he's horrible to me, I think, I only love you because you look like Harrison Ford anyway. Have a look. I don't. That's not true. I love him anyway, whether he looked like that. If he woke up in the morning looking like, tell me someone who Shrek, I'd still be fine. It would still be fine. 40 carats of labradorite. They're 4mm round. And they're going to go so well.
Got pictures of Shrek and you in Leia when she's with Jabba the Hutt.
Don't. All I can think about in that scene is, I want that bikini. I don't care that she's strapped to Jabba
You can make a wirework one of those.
Yes, you can. £4.45 is your price tag for real labradorite. This is just wonderful. Alison and I are completely bananas together, we've just discovered. Are we going to get separated like at school when there's that friend that you're not allowed to go in the class with? It's very likely. So, you know what, it does happen with me a lot. Right, you're not allowed to work with them anymore because you just distract them. It's happened all my life, I'm sorry. £4.45. Now, I'm going to give to you some blue ocean agate. Oh, I love this. This reminds me of satellite view of the Earth. Look at this. It's like, again, it's a bit like a sci-fi film now, if we're talking in film world. They're like little planets.
Oh, aren't they fab?
Aren't they? Look, and it's almost like they've been spray painted. Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah. Oh, that's the modern art, isn't it? Where you used to flick your paintbrush at it.
Yes, yes, yes. And you can blow it as well through, like airbrush art.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? I love this strand because it is so different. It could almost be a bit street art. Yeah. It could almost be a bit Banksy, couldn't it, you know? It's got that look about it, and it could be masculine, it could be feminine. There's something very interesting about this strand. Do you know what? I'm always thinking gold wire, but I'd also quite like a yellow wire.
Oh, I'd like a black wire.
A black wire.
Yeah.
I just think, you look at this
really
and you think,
rock it.
Very modern, very striking, and most importantly, very different.
And unique. Because not two of those, you're never going to get two of them the same, are you?
No, I think it would be pretty impossible. But you know what, unless it wasn't a real gemstone, you know what, when you, oh my gosh, you've got druzy in this one. You're going to really enjoy looking at these, but I just think if you see something different, whether you look at it and think you would wear it or you wouldn't wear it, the point is you're not going to find it anywhere else.
No.
There is nothing else quite like it. It's unique. It's eye-catching.
It is unique.
So get it in your collection because of that. Then if you get that commission from that 21-year-old, you know, the youth, you know, we're not bitter, are we? You know, those young people.
Oh my God.
Then you're going to grab a strand like this. You know, I'm fascinated by these. I think they're wonderful. My daughter would go bananas for these. She would. I think you go right from that teenager right up to, well, actually, I'd wear them, you know.
I would. You could make those are ageless. Because you could funk them up, or you could really make them classy.
You've got some navy blues in here. So this would work very well with the wire bundle that we've got today. If you did get that wire bundle, very limited now, by the way, then this would be a nice twinning together. VDGP05 is your item code. Use your debit card or your credit card. £5.50 for beautiful blue ocean agate. There is no strand like it. They're round, so they're great beady beads, they're great stretchies, they're great rosaries. They're just super versatile, aren't they? The round is our best friend in jewellery making, I think, because they just lead from one to the other, don't they? £5.50, your techniques, one to the other, and then you start mixing up different shapes, I think. Now, let's stick with unusual, shall we? Seem as though Angela? Now, why am I talking about, why did I say Angela? Who's Angela? Who is Angela? I don't even know.
Angela, doesn't
Alison.
Angela do your
Angela, yeah, but
marketing
it's
one?
because you were an A word. Now, no, I meant A name. I didn't mean that.
As long as it's not a 3-letter A word.
You went amazing.
So that was
I
real
meant
world,
amazing,
Jenny?
yeah. I meant you're an A name, not an A word. I don't know, it's the chocolate cake maybe. I don't know, maybe it could be the E numbers. I'm not sure. Anyway, well, I don't even know what I was going to say. I don't know what my point was now. I've lost it completely and utterly. I'm sorry. Now, Rhodonite is what it's all about now. Who put something in that cake? Because I've eaten half of it. A whole cake. Have a look at these. I might not see you again after I've been fired. So can I just tell you, it was lovely working with you. I've had such a lovely time and I love jewellery makers. So if you'd like to appeal against my P45, then please text in 60777 how your life will change if I'm not here every day. For the better, probably. Now, have a look at these pink. This is such a milkshake pink, isn't it?
Yes.
Isn't that gorgeous?
It is.
Just beautiful. It is such a dusky pink.
Yeah, it's a subtle pink.
Yeah.
That pink I can...
That you
that
can
pink,
do,
yeah,
Ken.
yeah,
Okay,
I'll
so
do
this
that
is
pink.
Alison.
Alison
Big
pink.
tick pink. There you go. She's given that one a big tick. Now, have a look at the matrix of these gemstones. Do you think sometimes...
That'd go nice with the moonstone.
Do you think this looks like an oriental pattern, like trees?
Oh, yeah.
I always think that about this strand. Look, this one. This one here, look, looks like a blossom tree. Looks like a Japanese blossom tree.
Oh, yeah, with a little bush to the left of it.
Yeah. And I actually think that could continue. Do you ever do this? I see things in gemstones all the time. It's like when you look at the clouds. Yeah, it is, isn't it? When you look at the clouds and you think you can see things. I always see dogs in the clouds.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, always, always. Have a look. You better get them down. Oh, Tom went, you better get them down. It's dangerous up there. I think we've all gone mad. Who bought that chocolate cake in? Lucy bought, hang on a minute. Lucy made cakes and we've all eaten them. We're all doomed. We're all doomed. Who knows what she's put in there? Who knows? Now let's give you these gorgeous rhodonites. And incidentally, I'm going to ask the lovely Alison, what would you do with these?
With those, I'd use a lot of those as individuals. I'd wire wrap them. One of those would make a stunning pendant or a brooch. Quite into brooches at the moment.
And me. I love a brooch.
You could make a fantastic brooch. I loved that one yesterday.
The one I took home?
Yeah. Oh, did you? You sneaked it.
Well, I thought it was gifted to me, I thought.
Didn't she do well on her first show?
Oh, I love her.
Brilliant.
I love her. I think she's such a lovely lady.
Yeah. Now,
we're going to give you an opportunity. Brooches, pendants, there's loads that you could do. 0800 644 655 TAG P33. Twisted pillows at £8.95. I'll count them for you because these could be cufflinks. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 on your strand. Now it's time for that incredible strand of rainbow moonstone. A brand new strand. Now you've got to have these if you want a wire twist, if you want to do a big crown, if you want to do bridal pieces. I've got for you rainbow moonstone. You're going to have to be on the phones for these because I think the price tag is going to shock you. If you've just started jewellery making, can you see how just stranding this exactly as it is going to make a very striking necklace without really any effort at all? It's already graduated to a taper point for you in that centre. You have got fantastic schiller. Now it's really difficult to show you this on air, especially with it because when I move them, there you go, you can see it. When I move them, you see the reflection of the lights in the studio, and it doesn't bring up the rainbow essence, the schiller. Look at that! It's just heavenly. Though, do you think sometimes you look at strands and you know if you believed in heaven and you had to sort of describe it, there would be some kind of moonstone in there. You know, it's really pretty, isn't it? Oh, it can be poetic sometimes, you see. I just think there's something very magical about moonstone. And again, it is a gemstone that, in fact, we're talking about the Lord of the Rings. It is a gemstone that is featured in the Lord of the Rings. It's the elvish pendant, is moonstone. Look at this. And I think it's because it's got this fantasy, magic, mystical, look at that. And it's just like a piano key of gorgeousness there, isn't it? Just stunning is this strand. Earrings, pendants, straight away as necklaces, wonderful mirrored upwards into a crown style tiara. Now, Alison, I know you've got ideas for this. Let's hear them.
I love the idea of the tiara, but I'd have it as a necklace. I just think that would look stunning with some black onyx, pure black running through it.
Yes. Seed beads, big ones, what would you do?
I'd probably put about a 6mm bead
6
in
mil
there.
in between each one?
Yeah, just to space it, but that black would
round?
Yeah, just around, just something nice and plain because that's the focus point. Or you could do some blue. You could do some turquoisey blue because the colours that have been popping have been the turquoises. Well, from my side of the studio, they have.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm just trying to show you because you can get it, but then there you go. There you go. That's the best way of showing it to you if I mix it all up. There you go. It's on every single one, but it's my lights in the studio, you see. It's very difficult. Now, these are going to be I'd get 2 of these. We've got a wonderful jewellery maker in France. Bonjour to you. Have a look. How gorgeous.
Nice with topaz.
These are going to Paris.
Are they? Oh, Paris.
Well, actually, no, I'm doing that thing where everyone thinks of England and thinks that everyone in England lives in London. I don't know if they are. It just says France. So sorry about that. But they could be very... I mean, we think about French style. We automatically think amazing, elegant, Parisian style, don't we? You know, it's just like when we think Italian, we think expensive and sexy. I think with French, we think chic and elegant, don't we? Have a look. Don't you think? Yeah.
Beret. A bicycle with onions.
Oh, I love that though. I love that.
The moonstones don't quite go with that look though.
Mine is an elegant woman, all Chanel-esque, and she's thinking of something else. I don't know. Look, decked my aunt. Calm down. TJRU05. It's not the French and Saunders show. It is JewelleryMaker. It has been like that today, hasn't it? Look at these. Have a look at these. Absolutely gorgeous. Thinking about these in a tiara, thinking about these in a necklace. Look at that Schiller. It's to die for, isn't it? TJRU05 when we're talking about beautiful, magical looking gemstones. We're talking most certainly about rainbow moonstone, one of the birth gemstones of June. My son was born in June.
Was it?
Yeah. There's some pearls and alexandrite.
Look
at this.
Stop watching, Mum, I'm getting ideas.
What's that, sorry?
I said, stop watching, Mum, I'm getting ideas.
Is that your mum's birth gemstone?
Yeah.
When's her birthday?
19th of June.
19th. Oh, yeah, this would be a gorgeous one for her. A bit of pearl, maybe. Stunning.
Bit of alexandrite would go nice.
Bit of alexandrite, yeah, if you're going to push the boat out. TJRU05 is your item code 0800 644 655 in the phone lines. Now, we are approaching limited on this one already. It's your star buy. It's going at a fabulous price tag, under £20, $11.95. $11.95. Mind-blowing. This is a brand new strand of gorgeous rainbow moonstone. It's so lovely to have your company. Thank you so much for all of your text messages today. You're as bonkers as Alison and I are on this Sunday. That's what Sundays are for, though, after all, isn't it? Next time are we together? Is it a Sunday as well?
Saturday.
A Saturday. Uh-oh. Okay.
Saturday.
That's the build-up to Sunday. TJRU05. Make sure you are checking out your baskets. Thank you so much for your interaction. You're all on the phone lines. Let's say hello to all of you. There we've got Meg, we've got Lynette, we've got Julia, we've got Yvonne, Cynthia, Jean, Pat, Aileen. There's loads more of you, absolutely stacks of you. Lynn in Cheshire's joining the queues. Well done to you. You've got yours. You've all got 30-day money-back guarantee. I'm seeing multi-buyers as well. It's great to have you all on board. Louise joins us from Bedfordshire. She's got her strand. Well done. I'm absolutely. Francis in Kent is joining us. Well done to you. I'm just absolutely blown away by how quickly these are going out the door, so please act fast. Do you know what? They are an excellent price. Like, you could make earrings out of these. You've got the graduations. They're mirror graduated. So you work towards that larger one in the centre, and all the others will be pairs, just that one larger than the other. Straight away, a simple stranded necklace. Perfect. You couldn't soutache these, could you, Kirsty?
Yeah.
Could you?
Of course you could.
What would these be your feature? Can you please bring some of these pieces in?
Have you seen them? They're stunning.
Kirsty's?
Yeah.
She's amazing at it.
Brilliant.
That's what I'm saying. She got all competitive on me. There's me just leisurely doing it, and there's her, like, didn't know. She was getting all competitive. Look at what I've done. She's the girl at school who did extra homework. Said she wasn't going to bother, and then turns up with a great big display, and you're like, that is you. I'm like, I wasn't as good as that. She's amazing. Go check out Kirsty's pieces on Facebook. I might take them and pretend they were mine. Look at what I made. Yeah, do you know, Kirsty is running a soutache workshop. You're doing soutache workshops. Gemstone setting. Linda's doing the soutache. She's wonderful, Linda. Have a look at what we've got. Ooh la la. That is just amazing. Isn't it beautiful?
I love that.
I love it too. Isn't it gorgeous? Now I'm going to give you another couple of strands. Heads up after me in about 10 minutes time with some absolutely crazy price tags. If you think the day can't get any crazier, just wait. Just wait. Now, we've had chocolate on the show today, and let's have chocolate gemstones as well, shall we? They're not made out of chocolate. They will remind you of chocolate when you're making them. Have a look. These actually remind me very much of, there's a sugar, a brown sugar that my mum used to have in a bowl, and it being crystal, like big pieces.
Oh yeah.
And she used to put it in a bowl, and I used to remember
Demerara.
Yeah, it could have been Demerara. Yeah, but it's all different shades. All different shades. Yeah, and you put it in coffee. And I used to get a spoon and eat it, and she used to tell me off. Can you get it on a stick in a posh place, can you?
Oh, those twizzle sticks.
I haven't seen those.
Oh, haven't you?
Where do you lot go for coffee then? Where do you go? Where are you going?
Oh, I don't drink coffee, but I've seen them.
I haven't. They don't let my sort in. We're not allowed in Wellies. You're not allowed in Wellies. I'm coming in. I don't want your coffee. They're laughing at me and my accent now. Now have a look. Have a look at those colours. Look at that. Look, you've got those chocolate orange. Isn't it gorgeous? I love these tones. They're so wearable. And you know what? In the summer, they are great with the bright oranges. They're fabulous in over-the-head necklaces with a maxi dress. In the winter, they're autumnal. They're chunky. They go with your knitted jumpers. Yeah. Huge carat weight. Look at the facets. So they're super glossy. They're going to be great for Shambhala bracelets. They're going to be wonderful for earrings. As a focal point to wire wrap, just simply wire wrapping around these. One wrap around each gemstone in gold, just like a swizzle in a bangle. Really simple, really perfect. Yeah. Make your own finding at the end. Easy peasy lemons. Even I can do that. And actually I enjoy doing things like that. If I can do it and it looks good, then you can do it and it'll look amazing. OXG, is that a Q? No, it's a Q. QXG, P72, they're 14mm rounds. Super glossy, super sparkly and super gorgeous at £6.95. 0800 644 655. Qs are building on that. Please don't forget that we have given you incredible deals in today's show, so we are very much selling out of much. Okay, I've got my choice, have I? Oh no, I've got too many to choose. What's up there? Oh, sorry. It's like a lucky dip. I've gone right to the back, number 22. Because I love this colour. Isn't it gorgeous? Yeah. That's the sky on a summer's day. Let's just look at this colour. Close your eyes. Hear your next door neighbour mowing the lawn. You can smell the grass. You can hear children splashing in nearby paddling pools. The smell of sizzling meat on the barbecue.
Oh, what do you put on your Barbie?
Anything that will go on the Barbie goes on the Barbie. Bit of steak.
Bit of steak, bit of fish.
Bit of fish. Oh, yeah.
Fish
We've got
raptor.
a rotisserie on ours.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. Yes. Don't muck about in the Cleary Clark household. Now, look. Look at this. It's a summer strand. Lie back on that recliner.
It's beautiful.
This is me. I'm lying in my recliner. Look up at the sky, and it's this colour that you're seeing. Probably if you're shopping from Arizona or Texas or anywhere like that right now, you're probably seeing this colour right now when you look up into the sky, unless it's nighttime. Now, I'm not very good with time scales, so do apologise to you. Now, have a look together.
Definitely.
Gorgeous.
Perfect.
Isn't that beautiful? Bubbles of colour. It's the summertime. Oh, I love it. What about your little boy booties? These would be perfect. Baby blue, isn't it? Baby blue. Isn't it baby blue? Oh, I love it.
And the rattle. Wouldn't that be great in the rattle?
Yeah, inside the rattle, it'd be
and
perfect.
On the edge. Brilliant.
Oh, I love this colour so much. And then again with the preonite, because it's so full of, it's just making me think of nature. I love it. I think it's so beautiful. I love the blue sky though, do you? I love that. I love when you look up to the sky and you can see the lines that aeroplanes make. I can't remember, there's an actual word for that. I just love it. I think summer is
vapor trails.
What are they called? Vapor trails, that's it, yeah. Now, I'm going to give to you a wonderful price tag. This is a strand that you could bead into, you could make earrings out of, you can do your tassels with, you can of course soutache, you can do at $7.95, pretty much what you want with these. Fill up your wirework rattles, put these in earrings, most definitely put them in stretchy bracelets. Very simple. Wrap around with the rose quartz in a wirework bracelet, put them inside your Viking weave. Gorgeous either end of a chainmail bracelet in silver or gold. Gorgeous. Now I'm going to give you one more. Which number? Oh, do I get to pick? Oh, I feel like a princess. Hang on. Oh, it's all hidden. I'm going to do, because we haven't done anything like it, this one. Now I love these because they're drilled. So normal drill holing will go straight through. We've gone with these, which means they all sit on top of each other like that. I'm hoping my diagrams are working for you. Now, have a look, because the result is this, where they overlap. Look at that. Aren't they amazing? Do you love them, Alison?
Yeah,
I saw you go.
I've got some of those. It was a different gemstone, but I've got them at
rose
home.
quartz, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Was it
I can't
something
remember
else?
what it was, but I haven't had a chance to play with them. They're at home yet.
Aren't they fabulous?
Yeah.
Now, get yourself on the phone. I cannot believe it's the end of the show already.
I know.
I cannot believe it. It's like when you go on holiday, you blink and it's gone, you've got to go back home again. FPR, you'll have to go back to reality in a minute. Me and Alison go home.
Not reality.
Have a look at these, they're gorgeous. They're only £9.95, you've got to be quick. Very, very 1920s, this colour. Aren't they? And again with the cedar beads, very 1920s. FPR U77, 180 carats, and they graduate from 12 to 16. Alison, it's been a joy, a pleasure, a laugh a minute, and a bit of a musical. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, thank you. It's been great.
We're going to be giggling the whole way home, no doubt. Thank you for all your interaction. Alison's show today will be going on the YouTube channel. Click to subscribe to that. You can join us on Facebook as well. Right now I'm going to hand you over to the more than capable hands of Ed, who is slashing everything in the next show uber low. See you later. God bless.
Bye.